Yo! What's going on, everybody? Welcome in to 76ers Now and our Philadelphia 76ers versus New York Knicks watch party here on the channel. This is the Sixers' first NBA Cup in-season tournament, whatever you want to call it, game of the season at home against the Knicks. So they will be unveiling an all-new, all-blue court special for this game and for all their NBA Cup games at home. But more importantly, it is the season debut, the long-awaited season debut of Joel Embiid. He will be on a minutes restriction, as will Paul George, but we finally get to see Joel Embiid take the floor for the Sixers next to Paul George. No Tyrese Maxey, but for the first time this season, we get to see Embiid on the court. In the chat, go Birds, type in those FNYKs. F the Knicks, baby. F Marshall Green. If you know, you know. Type those FNYKs in the chat, just like Go Birds going crazy. I see Giordano Molina. Claire says, yo, it's me, Claire again. What's up? I saw Greg G in the chat. Purple Rose. Katie, what's up, Katie? All in the chat. Let's go Sixers. Ty Man the Buckeye, a chat sports legend. Also in the chat. Good guy says, I love the Knicks and the Sixers. I'd ask you why. That seems a little, that's criminal to me, in my opinion. You can't like them both. You got to pick one. But since you're here, you should be a Sixers fan. My mom in the chat, let's go Sixers. Let's go Sixers. Marshall stinks. The real Marsh is Brandon from Go Birds. I like that. There's only one Brandon, or there's only one Marsh in Philadelphia, and that's Brandon Marsh. So the 76ers here coming into this game, which tips off in about 25, 30 minutes here on TNT. Sixers were actually 1-point favorites in this game just a few days ago. Now it's flipped. Sixers are 3-point underdogs at home. Over-under set at 212.5. Tip-off for 7:30 p.m. Eastern, 4:30 p.m. on the West Coast. And, of course, as I mentioned, the first NBA Cup in-season tournament game here for the 76ers in this group. Should be a fun one against the new-look Knicks, who have not gotten off to a strong start so far this season, despite trading for Karl-Anthony Towns and trading for Mikal Bridges. Only 4-5 on the year. It's been a little bit rough for them. They've had some injuries, of course. Mitchell Robinson is yet to play this season. So they've been running their starters a whole lot. And I think they're feeling the effects of losing a Julius Randle, but more importantly, a Dante DiVincenzo. So this game's set to tip off here in about 25 minutes. Good guy. My dad loves the Knicks, but go Sixers. All right, I can respect that. Claire, your luck on the tests worked. Got all A's. Hey, Claire, congratulations. I remember that was from our first watch party when the Sixers opened their season against the Milwaukee Bucks at home. Game did not turn out the way we wanted it to, but I do remember you said you had some tests that next morning. So congrats. Getting all A's. That's what we do here. Jalen Hurts is the real Hurts. Brunson is a fake Jalen. I saw that message before it went away, Go Birds. Shout out to Go Birds, an absolute real one. Let's get this comment section rolling in here. I want to know, where are you watching from? Shout out your city. I want to know where everyone's tuned in from. Are you in Philly? It was a typo. Are you in Philly? Are you elsewhere? Ali G's in Dallas. Ali G is in Dallas, and I got some more on my girl Ali here in a little bit. Go Birds in Philly. Lion Fighter in South Jersey. What's up, LFX? A real one. Always tuning into our Eagles channel here on Chat Sports, hosted by Chase Sr. Ernesto Ojeda in Tucson, Arizona. The Doggo Walker in Germany. Mass Vaughn in Central Jersey. Paul B in San Francisco. Purple Rose in Bucks County, Pennsylvania. My mom, Lisa Chipper, also in Bucks County, Pennsylvania. Keep letting me know where you are watching from down in the chat. Latif Brown in the Carolinas. I actually went to college at Clemson University in South Carolina, so I spent some time in the Carolinas. Actually born in North Carolina, funny enough, so I know my way around the Carolinas. Go Birds. Brunson is a bum forever. Man, it's tough. Villanova legend, but now he's the villain. Katie, show me Allie. Katie, hold on. You came here for Allie, you came here for me, Katie. What's going on? No, I get it. LFX. Listen to LFX. He says like and sub. Hey, as you come in here, hit that thumbs up icon. Like the stream. It really does help us get more people in here as we get closer and closer to tips. So if you want to make this a real watch party, 44 people, 17 likes. Let's get up past 20 likes, get to 25 likes here as soon as possible. Again, hit that thumbs up icon and like the video. Going to preview this game, and of course, throughout the entire watch party, live play-by-play, stats, analysis, everything you can need. The best place to experience the game outside of being at the actual game. So lock us in here. Again, hit that thumbs up icon and be sure to subscribe as well. Now, our 76ers versus Knicks watch party is made possible by our friends at DraftKings. DraftKings is the best sports book in the game, hands down. And right now, we got a great deal for all the people at 76ers now, all the people watching and hanging out with us. If you download the app and use the promo code SixersChat, if you bet $5, you get $200 instantly in bonus bets. The Emirates NBA Cup is here. You can win big getting in on the action at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NBA. All 30 teams split into 6 groups every Tuesday and Friday, playing for the right to advance in the single elimination in-season tourney, culminating in the NBA Cup Championship in Vegas. First time? Here's something special just for you. New DraftKings customers bet $5 to get $200 in bonus bets instantly. Score big with DraftKings Sportsbook. Every point counts. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code SixersChat. That's code SixersChat for new customers to get $200 in bonus bets when you bet just $5. Only on DraftKings. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort, Kansas. 21 plus age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see dkng.co/bball. So here are my picks for tonight's game. The 76ers are underdogs at home in this one, so I'm going 76ers money line. Joel Embiid, he will be on a minutes restriction. Nick Nurse said he should play somewhere from 25 to 30 minutes, but last season, Joel Embiid scored more points per minute than minutes played. So even if he only plays 25 minutes, I do believe he can surpass his 25.5 point mark. Paul George, struggling to score from the field, has been a little bit inefficient as he works his way back from that injury that he had to start the season where he missed some of the first few games. But he's been distributing the ball pretty well, especially while the Sixers don't have Tyrese Maxey. He's kind of been one of their main ball handlers, over 4.5 assists. I like that one well. Of course, all lines and odds are subject to change. So make sure you download the DraftKings app. Use that promo code SixersChat. I'm putting that in the chat right now. And again, use that code, on the DraftKings app. You bet $5, you get $200 instantly in bonus bets. Appreciate DraftKings for sponsoring our live show here today. Do have a super chat menu for tonight's game. As we are, let's see here, approximately just under 20 minutes now until tip-off here tonight. Super chat menu, $5. I'll give you a beer cheers. And, of course, all super chats do get a shout-out. If you don't know what a super chat is, you see that little rectangular box with a dollar sign in it below the chat. It's basically like a tip. It's a way to donate here to the show. If you want to support the show, it really does help us out a lot. $5. I got some Happy Dads on deck. I'll give you all beers cheers. $10. I'm doing shots. I need to go get that, actually. Don't have any of the liquor right now, but we'll get that going. If we reach $100 total here on the stream tonight, I will do a beer bong. Also, something special going on here today. I have my girlfriend here with me at the studio. Allie G, you might recognize her from the comment section here on some of our live shows on Eagles as well. She's always tuning into the watch parties here and everything. She wanted to come to the game tonight, or come to the stream tonight. So I thought, why not? Let's bring her in and let's get her to know some of the people here on the show. So here's what we're going to do. Here's what we're going to do. Ali G's the Borat guy. This is a different Ali G. So I'm going to introduce her. Come on, Ali. Come on, Ali. Big Sixers fan, by the way. Let's go. Look at this. Rocking the Philadelphia 76ers hoodie. All ready to go. Again, big Sixers fan her whole life. If somebody right now sends in a $10 super chat, me and Ali will kick it off and give each of y'all a beer chug. I thought she works for the Celtics. That is Ali Barefoot. That is a different Ali. Wrong Ali. Wrong Ali. Wrong Ali. That is Ali Barefoot. This is my girlfriend, Ali G. $10 super chat in the next, we'll go until there's 10 minutes left on the countdown to tip off. We will each crack a drink and we will get it going. So, Ali, thank you. Of course. Go Sixers, baby. Go Sixers. You got anything to say to the people real quick?
Go. I just want to say I'm glad Embiid's back. Let's go. He's going to have a great game.
Let's go, baby. Tell her I said my bad. All good, go Birds. All good. Maya's World. Yo, what's up, Chip? I was just visiting all the 76ers rivals, the Boston Celtics, and also the Knicks as well. A lot of games going down tonight in the NBA as the Emirates NBA Cup does kick off tonight. Every Tuesday and Friday from here on out will be the group games. You will play 4 group games. The Sixers group consists of, obviously, the Sixers and the Knicks, the Magic, the Nets, and the Hornets. So you'll play one game against each of those teams. And then the top team from each group, there's 3 groups per conference, will advance to the knockout round as well as one wild card team from each conference. The Lakers won last year's NBA Cup championship against the Indiana Pacers. I don't think it means a whole lot to win the NBA Cup, but the Pacers did make a deep run in the playoffs last season. Not many people going into the year thought they were going to be that good. Obviously, they reached the Eastern Conference Finals, and it kind of all started in the beginning of the year with making that run in the NBA Cup. Greg G, that's my alley. Go Birds. Warren Franklin, Brunson's a bum. You must be on something. He's better than Maxey. Where's Maxey at? Well, Maxey's hurt. So you can't really, I don't know what you're trying to say there, Warren Franklin. Look, Brunson's a good player. I'm taking Maxey, though. I'm taking Maxey. The Sixers have had a rough start to the year. So have the Knicks, though. So have the Knicks. So again, here's that Super Chat menu. All Super Chats get a shout out. Again, it's that rectangular box with the $sign through it. $5 beer cheers, $10 shots. And if we reach $100 in total on tonight's stream, again, that's total. Everybody combined, I'm knocking down a beer bong. 15 minutes and counting to go until we tip off this 76ers Knicks game. Be sure to hit that thumbs up icon. Like the video. 35 people watching, 22 likes. Let's try to get that like number up here, huh? Let's try to get that like number up. If you want the Sixers, not just to beat the Knicks tonight, not just to beat them, because the Knicks ended the Sixers season last year, and I'm out for revenge. I don't care if it's the regular season, NBA Cup, whatever it is. You want the Sixers to destroy the New York Knicks. Smash that thumbs up icon and like the video. As soon as we get to 30 likes, I'm going to crack my first drink. We are 7 likes away. 7 likes away. Hit that thumbs up. I hate the Knicks as much as anybody. It's the Knicks and the Celtics for me. The Celtics are my number 1 most hated team, but especially after last season, man, I don't like the Knicks. I really don't like the Knicks. I really want to win this game. I think it'll be a close one. And if you want to win this, hit that thumbs up. Don't be the one to jinx it. Don't be the one to jinx it. Go Birds, it'll be close. Katie! Katie with a $10 super chat to get us going here tonight. And Katie is a first time super chatter. Ali G and Blippy. Shots. Ali, can you do me a favor? Walk around this way behind the camera. Can you go into the studio, into the other, where we walked in first? By the fridge on the floor area in that kitchen, you'll see like boxes on the ground. There should be different like Fireball, tequila, stuff like that. Just grab, or I think there's vodka there as well. try to get the vodka if you see it, and then just bring that over here, if you could. Yeah, and then in the cabinets, like above the sink, like to the left, kind of above like where like the water machine is, there should be shot glasses as well. So you can grab a couple of those. Katie, first time super chatter. Okay, hey, you're a first timer, and our first one of the stream tonight. So I'll give you a beer cheers for that. Let's beat the Knicks like we beat the Giants in Saquon's return. There's been a lot of New York, Philadelphia rivalries going on in sports. Obviously, the Sixers and the Knicks matched up in the playoffs. We had the Phillies and the Mets match up in the playoffs. The Mets got the better of the Phillies in that series. The Eagles own the Giants. Saquon Barkley dominating in his return at MetLife Stadium. Ryan Rowe. Ryan Rowe's a real one, always commenting on pretty much all of our videos every single day. Shout out to Ryan Rowe. Says, go 76ers. Collins, K85. Let's go Sixers. Let's get it going. Let's get it going. 6 likes away from 30 likes. Hit that thumbs up icon if you want the Sixers to absolutely destroy the New York Knicks. So the Sixers, last game against the Hornets, just picked up their second win of the season. And in that game, we saw Jared McCain absolutely go crazy. In the fourth quarter, he was the Sixers' offense. He was the Sixers' offense. He was the reason that they won that game. Him and Guerschon Yabusele were tremendous for them. Now, I was thinking maybe the Sixers and Nick Nurse decided to make a lineup change. I was kind of hoping that Nick Nurse would insert Jared McCain into the starting lineup. That will not be the case here tonight. The Sixers will maintain the same starting lineup that they did in that game against the Hornets, which I understand, but I think I personally would have went with Jared McCain. I think McCain will still play a lot, though. So here are the starting lineups for tonight's game. The Knicks going with their regular 5, Brunson, Bridges, Hart, Anunoby, and Karl-Anthony Towns. The 76ers starting Kyle Lowry, Kelly Oubre, Paul George, Caleb Martin, and the big fella, Joel Embiid, is finally back. Only fitting that he makes his season debut against the team that ended his season last year. And in that playoff run, man, Joel Embiid was still really, really good. Despite playing on one leg with the weird eye injury, Bell's palsy he was dealing with, he dominated the Knicks. So despite he's going to be on a minutes restriction tonight, I still think he can have a good game and put up big numbers in about 25 to 30 minutes here tonight against the New York Knicks. All right. Shout out to Katie for that $10 super chat. Here's a beer cheers I owe ya. And then I said me and Allie would each do a little beer chug. You can leave that there for now. I just needed that for at some point. Me and Allie are gonna do a little beer cheers. Cracking it open. Let's go Sixers. Beat the Knicks. Everyone spam FNYK in the chat right now, just like Go Birds was earlier. F the Knicks. Sixers 2-7 to start the year, but this is where they can turn it around. Joel Embiid is finally back. They historically before last season have owned the Knicks. I want to get back to that right now. Ernesto Ojeda, type an FNYK in the chat. Lisa Chipper, FNYK. Home run hitters. I think we have a Knicks fan here. Boo. All right. Cheers. $10 for Katie. Let's do it, baby. Go Sixers. Woo. Katie typing FNYK. W Allie, W Blipper. Thank you, Allie. We're making another deal here. Drink water and be loyal to Philly. Water. You're right. Water. My fault. Water. Embiid. See, Knicks fans, home run hitter is saying Sixers are a fine team, but Embiid's a dirty player. People, I understand, what he did against Mitchell Robinson, whatever, in the playoffs last year. Now he has this reputation of being a dirty player. Look, he gets banging around and hit so much when he's playing. It's just I don't think he's a dirty player. Has he made a couple plays that could be considered dirty? Sure, but I don't think that makes him a dirty player. He's not a Draymond Green level where he's out there getting suspended and fighting people. Like, it's just not who he is. It's just not what he does. All right, we'll take a look at what the Sixers have done so far this season here in a second. But first, if you're not already, hit that sub button, subscribe to the channel. We are 5 subs away from 20,300 subscribers. As soon as we get there, I'm going to give you all another beer cheers. We don't just do watch parties here on the channel. We have videos pretty much every single day, news, rumors, analysis. And, of course, we do watch parties like this here from time to time. Anything you could ever need to know about the Philadelphia 76ers, we got you covered here on the channel. Again, just 5 subs away from 20,300 as we make our way towards 21,000. So appreciate all you. If you are subscribed, type me. I want to shout out all the real ones who are subscribed. Michael Brown, hello, Blippy, and Ali G. Now people are calling me Blippy. This is unreal. This is unreal. The Sixers are going to get destroyed tonight. We'll see, Michael. We'll see. We'll see. Knicks are 3-point favorites, but they haven't been very good to start the year either. And we can take a look now. Purple Rose is subscribed. Afro Latino Mix says, let's go Reggie Jackson. I think that's a Reggie Jackson picture as your profile picture there. All right. Shout out Reggie Jackson. Probably not going to get very much run in this game. He played a couple games ago for the Sixers. Wasn't very good. And Nick Nurse inserted Jeff Doughton Jr. instead into the starting lineup to give a little more spark instead of Reggie Jackson. Let's see if Eagles Channel can get that plaque. Yeah, our Eagles Channel is on the way to 100,000 subscribers. Here's the Sixers so far, what they've done on the season. Obviously, it's been a rough year. Opened the season at home with a loss to the Milwaukee Bucks. We did a watch party for that game, and it was not a fun one, as the Sixers were without both Paul George and Joel Embiid for the start of the season. The Bucks haven't been good, but Sixers have been even worse. And they lost to the Raptors at Toronto, another team that hasn't been good, but you lost to again. They finally got their first win of the year in game number 3 on the road at Indiana, but it took an overtime victory to win that game. Then they go on and lose 5 straight. At home against the Pistons, inexcusable. At home against the Grizzlies. Then they go on their West Coast trip, lose to the Suns in a close one. Came down to the wire. Kevin Durant hit a big shot and Paul George missed a potential game-tying shot at the buzzer. Lost to the Clippers and James Harden in Paul George's return to LA. And then lost to the Lakers. Finally picked up their second win of the season against the Charlotte Hornets, again in overtime. So both of their wins coming in overtime this season. That one, the Jared McCain game, he went absolutely crazy, 27 points. Most of them coming in the second half and overtime. Another good game from Guerschon Yabusele in that one to get the Sixers the dub after LaMelo Ball hit a crazy corner 3 that almost put the Sixers away, sitting out at 2-7 on the season. For the New York Knicks, has been pretty disappointing for them as well. Started off their year on opening night with a loss in Boston. That was ring night for the Celtics. Rebounded with a win against the Pacers. Lost to the Cavs, who have yet to lose this season. They are hot as it gets right now. The number 1 seed, obviously, in the East. Undefeated to this point. Beat the Miami Heat. Beat the Detroit Pistons. But since then, lost to the Rockets. Lost to the Hawks. Beat the lowly Milwaukee Bucks. And then lost to the Pacers. So they are just 4-5 now on the season. Again, disappointing for the Knicks, who thought that the additions of Mikal Bridges, Karl-Anthony Towns would propel them to one of the top seeds in the East. Now, of course, it's still very early, but not the immediate results they were hoping for. Similar to the Sixers, although the Sixers have been just a little bit worse, dealing with some more injuries. Although the Knicks are without Mitchell Robinson to start the year. Who you got in this one? Let me know in the chat. Type NYK for the Knicks, PHI for the Sixers. Brave and gone. Let's go Sixers. Let me know who you got. I want to see the PHIs rolling in here as we are just a few minutes away from tip-off. Go Birds in the chat. Ernesto typing those PHIs. Michael Brown typing NYK. Brave and gone PHI. I want to see way more PHIs than those NYKs, baby. Let's get those PHIs rolling in. Let's get those PHIs rolling in. Ryan Rowe typing PHI. Purple Rose and Greg typing those PHIs. Lion Fighter, Greg again typing PHI. We are just moments away from the start of this game. Again, Joel Embiid will be making his season debut. Lisa Chipper, PHI. Shout out, Mom. Shout out, Mom. I want to make another deal. I have my girlfriend here tonight. If you didn't know, if you just tuned in, my girlfriend is in studio tonight. Said she wanted to come on stream and be here with us. But I told her, if you're going to come in the studio and you're going to be here on Chat Sports, you got to do it the Chat Sports way. You're going to have to get to drinking a little bit. So I want to make a deal here. If we get a $10 super chat before the game tips off, little over a minute and a half, then me and Allie will each do a beer chug again. $10 super chat before this game tips off momentarily. John Messina, what up? Type in PHI. Lisa Chipper, my mom says drink up, let's go Sixers. $20 super chat. All right. W Lisa. Warren Franklin's still talking bad on Joel Embiid. I get it. You're a Knicks fan. Wouldn't expect anything else. Wouldn't expect anything else. Shout out to my mom watching the show, sending in that 20. Get that up here. That means me and Allie got to chug some beers with just about a little over 30 seconds. It'll be a little more than that. They won't tip off right at 7:30 on the East Coast. Drink up. Let's go, Sixers. Come on, baby. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Sixers. 10, 9, 8, 76ers. All right, Allie, come on up. Come on up. We're at $30 in super chats, by the way. If we get to $50 in super chats, so we're 20 away. If we get to $50 in super chats, I will do a beer bong. That is one whole beer in this little merbonga that I got right here. But we got to get it before the game starts. Uh-oh. John says, let's go Sixers. Type in those PHIs. Purple Rose says, go Allie. The GOAT. Cheers, Allie. Let's go Sixers. Hoping for a big win tonight. First game of the NBA Cup for the Sixers and Joel Embiid's return. Cheers, everybody. Everyone type Allie in the chat.
Let's go.
Everyone type Allie in the chat.
Say W Allie.
Cheers. Ah. Woo. A little, no, not really. A little bit. A little bit. All right. Moments away from kickoff. Appreciate that super chat. We do have a super chat menu here tonight. $5. I'll give you a beer. Cheers. Sip out of my beer. $10. $10 super chat. I'm doing a shot. What do we got? We got the Tito's. We got the Tito's on deck. Every $10 super chat is a shot at Tito's. And again, if we get to $100 on the stream or $50 before the game starts, I will do a beer bong. Super chats are much appreciated. They're basically a tip, a donation to the channel. We really appreciate it. But of course, plenty of other ways to support the show without spending your hard-earned money. I understand. You commenting, liking the video, and just being here really does go a long way. And let's have a day. Let's have a day. All right, with this game just moments away, I want to go through some of my keys to victory here as the Sixers get ready to take on the Knicks. If you're going to win this game, I think Embiid's got to be dominant. Now, he's not going to play more than 25 to 30-ish minutes. That's what Nick Nurse said. But, look, he's owned not just the Knicks, but he's also owned Karl-Anthony Towns throughout his entire career. And, Kat, I saw a crazy stat the other day that I want to pull up here. Because I couldn't believe when I saw this crazy Karl-Anthony Towns stat. So far this season, Karl-Anthony Towns is allowing opponents to shoot 32 of 35. That is 91.4% in the restricted area. The Knicks have not been the same defensive team that they were last year. Obviously, losing a player like an Isaiah Hartenstein and no Mitchell Robinson, it's going to hurt your interior presence. And there's a reason why the Timberwolves traded for Rudy Gobert and moved Cat to the 4, because he's just not that dominant interior presence. So Embiid, I'm looking for him when he's in there to be dominant and have a big game. Number 2, you got to crash the glass. This Sixers team has not been good in the rebounding battle so far this season. They're getting out-rebounded pretty much every single game. And whether it's Andre Drummond out there, Guerschon Yabusele, whoever it is, they just haven't been able to crash the glass at a high enough rate. They're allowing too many offensive rebounds. When you do that, your opponents get second chance points. And when you're a team that's been missing your stars, you can't allow that. With Joel Embiid back, I expect that to be a little bit better. But players like Caleb Martin, Paul George has done a good job. Obviously, Yabusele, got to crash the glass and get on this Knicks team and play physical, because the Knicks love to play physical. Number 3, I need to see an aggressive Paul George. This is now what? His 3rd, 4th game coming off injury. He's kind of been working into things, working on his conditioning. I need him to be aggressive and put up shots and be that player the Sixers paid a max contract to. Because I don't think he's been aggressive enough. I think he's looked good, but I don't think he's taken enough shots and been hunting his shot enough. So I need to see Paul George be aggressive. He's going to be guarded by the likes of OG Anunoby and Mikal Bridges. It's going to be tough, but I want to see him be that all-star that he is. Next, got to figure out how you're going to guard the Karl-Anthony Towns, Jalen Brunson two-man game. They're going to run that pick and roll a lot, and Towns is going to want to pop out to the three-point line a lot. So are you going to switch? Are you going to rely on Joel Embiid to get out to that three-point line a lot? And then on Brunson, when he drives in, are you going to play drop coverage? Because if you do, he's going to pull that midi, that floater from the free throw line all day, every day. And finally, Jared McCain. He's not starting tonight. Sixers will start Kyle Lowry along with Kelly Oubre, Paul George, Caleb Martin, Joel Embiid. But McCain had a big game against the Hornets on Sunday. I want to see him continue to be aggressive, continue looking for his shot, and continue to play well. Because if he does, he could earn a serious role in this rotation even when Tyrese Maxey is back. I would like to see him start next to Tyrese Maxey. Purple Rose! Purple Rose, a $10 super chat. Let's go. Says, shots, go 76ers. $10 super chat. That means I got to take a shot. You want to pass that over? Purple Rose. Shout out. Thank you, Allie. Getting that up right now for you. All right. Purple Rose. $10 super chat. Shots. Go 76ers. This game is moments away from starting. The Sixers just announced Joel Embiid in the starting lineup, and the crowd went absolutely crazy here at home. Joel Embiid finally making his debut after missing time with injury and the 3-game suspension, of course, for his altercation with Marcus Hayes in the locker room. That's a big one. Shout out Purple Rose. All $10 super chats are a shot. I got the Tito's vodka right here. Cheers. Woo! First one of the night always hits. Go Birds, type in chug. Let's go, let's go, let's go. We are moments away from tip-off. Real quick, everybody, right now, if you want the Sixers to beat the Knicks and dominate the Knicks in a night's game, get some S's going in the chat. S for Sixers. Let's spam them up. I'm going to be spamming them. Are you? Are you spamming? I'm giving shout-outs to everybody who's typing S in the comments. Everybody who's typing S in the comments section, I'm giving shout-outs to. Go Birds, type in S. Purple Rose, type in S. Go Birds is spamming them. Lisa Chipper, type in S. Michael Brown, type in K. Boo. Sixers will start Lowry, Oubre, George, Martin, and Embiid. Go Birds, Purple Rose, Ernesto Ojeda. Real one. What's going on, my man? Type in those S's. Kick Michael Brown out. Not going to kick him out. Not just because he's a Knicks fan. Not going to kick him out unless he's saying hateful stuff. He can stay. He can stay. Chris T. Typing those S's in the chat. What's going on, Chris? As the Sixers will win the tip, and they will start with possession of the ball. All right. Joel Embiid has it up top, guarded by Karl-Anthony Towns. Under to Paul George, and Paul George kicks off our scoring here tonight. Paul George connects as the Sixers get the scoring started here. Jalen Brunson now. Over to Bridges. Look at the screen from Towns. Back out to Brunson, guarded by Paul George. Gets 2 feet in the paint. Up top to Brunson, guarded by Embiid. Out to Towns. Towns' three is good. So Karl-Anthony Towns hits his first three of the night. Towns has been great from three all year. There is no doubt about that. That's what he's been doing, knocking down threes. Here's Lowry off the screen from Embiid. His three is no good. Rebound goes to the Knicks. Towns up top, another three, and it's good again for Karl-Anthony Towns. 2 threes early here for Karl-Anthony Towns. Oubre now with it. To Lowry, gets a screen from Embiid. He'll drive in against Brunson. Put his shoulder down, get to the paint and score. Bucket good there for Kyle Lowry. Sixers. Now on defense. Towns has it up top. Ducks it in to Bridges. That's too easy. Layup good for Bridges. Paul George, cross-court pass to Martin. Over to Lowry. Swings it to Oubre. Back around to Embiid. Has yet to take a shot in this game. Guarded by Towns. He'll pull up for three. That's off the left rim. Josh Hart with the rebound. Brunson drives in. Swatted by Kelly Oubre. What a play by Oubre to rise up and deny the shot. Now Oubre trailing for three. Bricked it. Paul George offensive rebound. He'll pull up from the mid-range. And that's good for Paul George. Second chance points, so huge. Sixers have not done a great job on the defensive glass, but a good job there on the offensive glass from Paul George. Josh Hart down to OG Anunoby, guarded in the post by Kyle Lowry. Picks up his dribble, now puts up a shot, well guarded there by Lowry. Good job there to hold his ground and get a contest on the shot. Paul George over to Joel Embiid, posting up Josh Hart. He'll take the mid-range. Was looking for a foul. Doesn't get the call. And that one's no good. Couple missed shots already for Embiid. Now Brunson with it. Over to Towns. Pump fakes. The little running midi right over Embiid is good. So Towns with a good start to this game. Quick 8 points now for Karl-Anthony Towns on 3 of 3 shooting from the field. Embiid over to George. George drives in, kicks out to Oubre to Martin. Corner three for Martin is way short. And that's an air ball for Caleb Martin. Hart now to Brunson. Brunson will take a deep three. That's no good. Rebounded by Kelly Oubre. Sixers down 10-6. 8.5 left to go in this first quarter. Oubre looking to get it to Embiid in the post. He's being fronted by Towns. They can't get it there. Martin now still looking to get it to Embiid. He'll get it. The double comes from Brunson. Now he'll back off. One-on-one Embiid on Cat. Embiid goes right in. Gets caught underneath. Has to dish it out. And that's a shot clock violation. Embiid tried to make a move against Karl-Anthony Towns. Got caught underneath the basket. Nowhere to go with the ball. Tried to kick it back out. But at that point it was too late. And that is a shot clock violation for the 76ers. 8 minutes to go. Sixers down 4. Hart over to Brunson. Looking for a screen from Cat. Martin guarding Brunson closely. He'll cross-court, swing it to OG Anunoby. Dribble, pull up from the mid-range is good for OG Anunoby. Knicks now up 12-6 with under 7 to go in this first quarter. Embiid, guarded by Towns, looking for somewhere to go with it. Hands it off to Paul George. Gets a screen, kicks it in. Embiid tries to put up a shot in the paint, but loses it on the way up. Out of bounds, turnover Sixers. Ball goes to New York. Not a good start here for Philadelphia. Embiid clearly trying to get back in the swing of things here. OG Anunoby has it down low against Kyle Lowry, and it's blocked by Paul George. We've seen Kelly Oubre, and now Paul George rises up for some great rejections. What a play there. Kyle Lowry got shoved out of the way by OG, thought he had an easy layup at the rim, and Paul George came across and swatted the shot of OG. Joel Embiid will check out with 7:10 left to go in the first quarter. Andre Drummond will come in for him. So not a good first stretch there for Joel Embiid. Paul George tips a pass intended for Josh Hart. He gets it back, drives in against Drummond, who strips it away. Sixers on the fast break. George will drive in against OG. No foul. There's the foul called. George going in, trying to put the shot up, and was fouled by OG Anunoby. He'll go to the line after we take this commercial break here on TNT. Sixers down 6 with 7 minutes left to go in the first quarter. So a slow start for Joel Embiid in this one. Already in this game, he's 0 for 2 from the field, 0-1 from 3, and a turnover. Paul George does have 4 points, and he's going to the line to shoot 2. Kyle Lowry has a shot made, 1-2 from the field early to start this one. But for the Knicks, man, Karl-Anthony Towns has been hot already. 3-3 from the field, 2-2 from 3. Sixers got to do a better job getting out there to contest those shots. First quarter, and our watch party here today is sponsored by our friends at DraftKings, the best sports book in the game. And right now, if you download the DraftKings app and use the code SixersChat, you can get $200 in bonus bets instantly when you bet just $5. The Emirates NBA Cup is here. You can win big getting in on the action at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NBA. All 30 teams split into 6 groups every Tuesday and Friday, playing for the right to advance in the single elimination in-season tourney, culminating in the NBA Cup Championship in Vegas. First time? Here's something special just for you. New DraftKings customers bet $5 to get $200 in bonus bets instantly. Score big with DraftKings Sportsbook. Every point counts. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code SixersChat. That's code SixersChat for new customers to get $200 in bonus bets when you bet just $5. Only on DraftKings. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort, Kansas. 21 plus age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see dkng.co/bball. So here are my picks for this game. I did take 76ers money line. They're down early now, 12-6. I took Embiid over 25.5 points. Not looking great right now. It's been a very, very slow start for Joel Embiid. Paul George over 4.5 assists. He is at none so far. Again, very early to start this game. Of course, all lines and odds are subject to change. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Sign up using the promo code SixersChat, and you can get $200 instantly when you play just $5. All right, hasn't been great so far here for the Sixers to start this game. Let's get the vibes up in the chat. Type those PHIs. I'm giving shout-outs to everybody typing PHI. Greg typing PHI. We got to get something going. Embiid out of the game for the Sixers. As we will see Paul George, Caleb Martin, Kyle Lowry, Kelly Oubre, and Andre Drummond on the floor for the 76ers. As Paul George will go to the line to shoot 2. Why? That's funny. The first free throw for Paul George is up and good. Now a 12-7 ball game. Second free throw. Good as well. Sixers down 4 here early. Josh Hart lobs it up to OG Anunoby, and he slams it down. Good job by Josh Hart to get inside the paint and find the cutting OG Anunoby. Martin now with it up top. Over to Paul George. He'll take the 3, and it's good. Paul George hits from downtown. Top of the key 3 is good for PG. A great start to this one for Paul George. I said he had to be aggressive, and he has been early on. Towns hands it off to Brunson. Brunson drives in. He'll pull up from the mid-range. In and out. Rebounded by Kyle Lowry. Lowry over to Oubre. Oubre looking for somewhere to go. Kicks it back to Lowry up top. Swings it over to Paul George, guarded by OG Anunoby. Paul George drives in. Euro step. Kicks it down low to Drummond. He'll put a shoulder into Towns. Can't get the layup to go. The Knicks are off and running now. Brunson will cross over on Lowry. Layup. No good. Caleb Martin got a little contest in there. Now the Sixers back the other way. Lowry, Caleb Martin, open triple, in and out. Caleb Martin has not been good to start this season from three-point range. 5.5 to go now. No good on the 3 there for New York, but Bridges grabs the offensive rebound on the long board, and he's fouled there by Paul George. 5.5 to go in the first quarter. Sixers have settled in a little more into this game now. After a rough start, we'll see now Miles McBride check in for the Knicks. I believe I saw him come into the game. Kelly Oubre will take a seat. Sixers have Jeff Doughton, Paul George, Guerschon Yabusele, Andre Drummond, and Caleb Martin out there on the floor. Brunson now, guarded by Martin. Nowhere to go with it. He'll give it off to Deuce McBride. Martin switches on to him. 4 seconds on the shot clock. He'll put up a floater with his left, and that's a tough shot that goes in for Deuce McBride. So he gets his first shot of the game to go down. Knicks go up by 5. George penetrates to Drummond. Corner 3 for Yabusele. That's off. He's been very good from 3 this season. Like to see him hit some of those. The dish inside. OG Anunoby gets another easy dunk inside for the Knicks. Just can't happen. Great pass by Brunson, but that's just too easy for the 76ers right there. Jeff Doughton now with it. He's getting run early over Jared McCain. He'll get the screen from Drummond. He'll get into the paint. Dish it off to Drummond, who lays it up with the left hand. Good two-man game there from Doughton and Drummond. Bring the Sixers back within 5. Now Paul George guarding Jalen Brunson. Looks better defensively than he has so far in these first few games. Out to Anunoby. His 3's no good, but Jericho Sims grabs the offensive rebound. I said, you got to crash the glass in this game. Has not been good for the Sixers so far. Bridges now in the corner. He'll drive in. Turnaround midi is good for Mikal Bridges. Well, turnaround jumper is good. Now the Knicks back up 7. Martin to Drummond at the top of the key. He'll try to back down Sims. He'll kick it out to Yabusele. So we're seeing some Yabusele Drummond minutes together, which is interesting here. Paul George gets the screen from Drummond, pull up for three. That's off. Yabusele fighting for the offensive rebound. He gets knocked down. I'm not sure how there's no foul call there. Now Bridges makes a move to Brunson in the corner for three. That's off. Brunson has not been good either to start this game. 0 of 5 now. Paul George, guarded by Bridges. He'll drive in. Little step back mid-range is pure. What a shot from Paul George. Paul George is now up to 11 points. 11 of the Sixers, 15 points. I said he had to be aggressive. I like what I'm seeing thus far. 3 minutes to go. And now Paul George gets a steal. What a play coming over to steal from Jericho Sims. Sixers will run but slow it up now. Didn't have the numbers. Drummond will give it out to Paul George, who will dump it down to Yabusele, being guarded in the post by Bridges, or by Brunson, excuse me. Bad pass, turns it over. Now Bridges will take it on Paul George. His layup is no good, but no one's boxing out. Jericho Sims gets the offensive rebound and puts it right back up and in. Offensive rebounding, man. It just cannot happen. Just cannot happen. Paul George, screen from Drummond. Cross court to Martin, to Yabusele, back to Martin. Back to Yabusele, layup. Blocked by Jericho Sims. And that's a shot clock violation for the Sixers. Sixers haven't been able to get a whole lot of easy looks at the rim thus far. Yeah, what a block there from Jericho Sims. So Sixers down 22-15. Paul George has 11 of the Sixers' 15 points. Other than that, it's been tough sledding for the Sixers. He's 4 of 5, 1 of 2 from 3, also has 3 boards. OG Anunoby, as you can see, 6 points for the Knicks. Not the worst start in the world, but the offensive rebounding, man, those type of things just cannot happen. Those type of things just cannot happen. And they're happening right now. Sixers have been one of the worst rebounding teams in the NBA so far this season, and it's really looking ugly here tonight. All right. 55 people watching, 36 likes. Hit that thumbs up icon if you want to make sure the 76ers win this ball game. We get to 40 likes. Taking another swig of my Happy Dad here. Go Birds. Talking about PG's early play so far this season. Yeah, he's looked good. He's looked good, man. But what hasn't looked good is the Sixers' effort on the glass. Just people not boxing out, not showing enough effort. This is a game where Brunson's 0 of 5. Does have 4 assists. Interestingly enough, we have not seen Jared McCain yet in this game. Nick Nurse electing to go with Jeff Doughton instead of Jared McCain early on. We're seeing some Yabusele and Drummond minutes together with Joel Embiid returning. I think we'll see more of that, as I think Yabusele is a more natural four-man. 4 likes away from 40 likes. Hit that thumbs up icon. Like the video to make sure the Sixers win this ball game. Yabusele 0 of 2. Martin 0 of 2. Caleb Martin has not been able to get it going from outside this season. Already 0 of 2 from 3. A good addition for the Sixers. I think he's done a lot of good so far this season, but has not been able to get that outside shot falling. If he can, he could be a very solid player. But he's got to find that shot that he had in Miami. 3 likes away now from 40 likes. JS, Kayvon, Joel Embiid with 25 points tonight. He had a rough start. Played about a 5-minute stretch to start the game. He's going to play about 25 to 30 minutes here tonight. He didn't score. Looked sloppy. Missed 2 shots. Turned the ball over. Just obvious he hasn't played basketball yet this season. But I expect him now moving forward here to be a little bit better in this second stretch as he does re-enter the game. for the Philadelphia 76ers. Charles Barkley picked the Knicks to win this game. Come on, Chuck. All right. On the floor for the Knicks, Matt Ryan comes in the game. Cam Payne, former Sixer, comes in the game. Cam Payne has it up top. Screened from Towns, who drives in against Oubre. Tough shot. He gets it to go. At the rim for Karl-Anthony Towns. Yeah, Embiid clearly was winded in that first stretch. Hopefully he can get a little bit better play so far here. Yabusele has it up top, looking for Embiid down low. He gets it, and Embiid is hacked by Karl-Anthony Towns. Got him right across the arm. Embiid will go to the free throw line. Looking for his first 2 points of the season. So Embiid got good positioning there. I like that. Getting him an easier look. Of course, he missed the first 9 games of the year, dealing with some maintenance in his knee. He's wearing a big wrap on that knee, as Embiid's first free throw is up and good. But missing those first 9 games, he was going to have to get his conditioning back under him. Wearing that big knee brace on his left knee. Second free throw is up and good for JoJo. Does maybe look a little... So they said Embiid lost some weight heading into the year. I think he does look a little bit slimmer. Yabusele gets the steal. Up to Jeff Doughton now, who kicks it to Embiid. Embiid will kick it to Yabusele. Open three. Good! Guerschon Yabusele from outside. Makes it a 4-point game. That jump shot's been money for Guerschon all season long. Deuce McBride tries to answer with a 3 of his own. Hits it in the eyes of Joel Embiid. McBride was so good for the Knicks in that playoff series against the Sixers last season. Under a minute to go in this first quarter. Jared McCain in the game. He'll get an open look from deep. And McCain comes in the game and immediately hits a big-time 3 from outside. Jared McCain picking up where he left off against the Hornets. Now McBride inside. Swings it over. Top of the key, Matt Ryan for 3. That's what he does, but he's no good on that one. Yabusele rebound up ahead to Oubre. 30 seconds left. Oubre tries to take it inside against McBride. Little turnaround jumper. Not a good shot, and that's short. Can't get it to go for Kelly Oubre. 20 seconds left to go in this first quarter. Sixers down 4. Knicks with the ball. McBride guarded closely by Kelly Oubre, and Oubre fouls him. Sixers did have a foul to give. 14 seconds left to go in the first quarter. So far in these last couple possessions, we've seen Guerschon Yabusele hit a big 3. We saw Embiid get to the line. We saw Jared McCain hit a big 3. That's why you play Jared McCain, Nick Nurse. Coming off the move off a screen from Embiid, got open at the top of the key, above the break 3, and got it to go. 14 seconds left to go. Shot clock is turned off for the Knicks. Brunson up top, guarded closely by Martin, gets a screen. Martin with a steal, gets in the passing lane, all the way, slams it home. What a play, and that's the value right there of someone like Caleb Martin. Gets the steal, goes coast to coast, puts it in. And the Sixers now enter the second quarter only down 2 after what was a pretty rough start to this game all around. In Embiid's return to Philadelphia, we've seen Paul George, 11 points. 11 points in that first quarter. Yabusele hitting a 3. Jared McCain hitting a 3. And that is big time to cut that lead to 2, because it was looking ugly there for a second. But the Knicks put that second unit in. They don't have a deep bench. And that's when you can take advantage. Sixers need to play Jared McCain more, man. I would start him. I would start him. Allie would start him. Why not? Kyle Lowry hasn't looked very good after the first part of the season. Might as well. You could still play Lowry in moments, but I would definitely try to get McCain some more minutes. Super chat menu here tonight. $5. Giving y'all a beer cheers. $10. I got some Tito's with me. Taking shots of Tito's. If we get to $100 total here tonight on the stream, I will be doing a beer bong. We are at $40 right now. We are $60 away, excuse me. And let me make a deal. Until this second quarter starts, any super chat of any amount is a beer cheers. That little rectangular box with a dollar sign in it next to the chat is how you send in a super chat. It's basically a tip, a donation here to the channel. We really appreciate it. It does go a long way in helping to support the program, helps us do what we do here at Chat Sports. And you're a real one. If you super chat, you're a real one if you're here commenting, liking the video, hanging out with us. Let me know your thoughts on that first quarter in the comments section right now. Greg says, let's go Sixers. Let's chop it up. 70 people watching. Can we get to 40 likes? 3 likes away from 40 likes. If you want the Sixers to win, hit that thumbs up icon, like the video. We get to 40 likes. Taking another sip of my beer. Up to 38 likes. We're 2 likes away. 2 likes away, baby. Let's get there. If you want Philly to win this game, we're 1 like away. 1 like away. Who's going to do it? Who's going to do it? Karl-Anthony Towns with a good first quarter there for the Knicks, but did his damage early on, didn't do a lot since. There it is, 40 likes. Who was the 40th like? If you were the 40th like, type me. I want to shout you out. Cheers. Up to 42 likes now. Cheers, everybody. I'm liking this blue court for the 76ers. This is an NBA Cup game, so of course they have these new colorful courts, and all blue for the Sixers. I think it looks good. I think it looks good. Especially with the red jerseys that the Sixers are wearing right now. All right, second quarter is underway. Jeff Dowtin, Joel Embiid, Kelly Oubre, Jared McCain, Guerschon Yabusele, the 5 on the floor for Philly. And Anunoby drives in, kicks out to Cameron Payne. He'll put up a floater against Dowtin. That's no good. Embiid and Yabusele were fighting each other for the rebound. Went right to the Knicks. And Anunoby no good in the 3. But Towns gets the rebound, kicks it back to OG, and he slams it home. Another dunk for OG Anunoby. That's on Embiid. Didn't box out Karl-Anthony Towns. And just too easy once again inside the paint. Yabusele has it up top over to McCain, trying to get it into Embiid. He can't. Jeff Dowtin gets freed up from 3 as the Knicks were doubling Embiid, but he's no good on that triple. And the Knicks will bring it the other way. Towns has it up top, guarded by Embiid. Looking to free up some space. He'll drive in. He'll get by Embiid, but misses on the layup. Embiid now bringing it up the court. Looking to get it to McCain. He does. McCain gets a screen, drives in. It's knocked away by Payne, but they will call a foul on Cameron Payne as Jared McCain was driving in, trying to get a bucket. Big time slam for OG. Too many offensive rebounds early for the New York Knicks. Knicks have Towns, Josh Hart, Matt Ryan, Cam Payne, and Miles McBride on the court. As McCain, they're going to say he was in the shooting motion. He'll go to the free throw line and knock down the first of 2. So a quick 4 points early here for Jared McCain. What do you think of that court? You like it? Do you like the colorful courts the NBA is using for the in-season tournament NBA Cup? Type Y for yes, N for no, as McCain is good on his second free throw. Brings it back to a 2-point ball game. Josh Hart over to Matt Ryan, newly signed to the Knicks roster. Campaign step back three against Joel Embiid, and it's good. Campaign. What a shot. Embiid bringing it up. Trying to get it to McCain. He does. McCain will take it from three. That's no good, but Yabusele fighting down low, grabs the offensive rebound. Back out to Embiid. Back out to Yabusele. Corner three. No good. Rebound Embiid. He'll put it back up looking for a foul. And it looks like he hit the side of the backboard on his shot trying to draw a foul. Yeah, just tried to draw the foul against Towns, threw it up against the side of the backboard, and that's out of bounds. I like the hustle there, getting the offensive rebound, fighting on the boards, but got to go up strong with that. Robert in the chat, Nick has the mop-up third unit in for final 3 minutes, or it would have been a big... I can't tell what you're typing there, man. I'm sorry. But yeah, the Knicks did lose that lead. I think what you're saying is once that second unit came in, Towns good underneath. Doughton comes back the other way. That's no good for Jeff Doughton. Yeah, Knicks' second unit's not good, but their starters have been pretty good so far. Matt Ryan, corner three. That's no good. Embiid hits the deck. Yabusele with the rebound. McCain drives in, kicks out. Jeff Doughton, corner triple off. Not a good shot. Campaign, same spot, but he hit the three from earlier. No good this time. Fast pace here for the Sixers and the Knicks. 9 minutes left to go in the second. Chris, why I like so for betting nights, easier to know they are actually going to play hard. Embiid has it down low. He's fouled by Campaign. He's being guarded by Josh Hart. Embiid is exhausted already. He is exhausted. Embiid's got to get back in that conditioning room. Got to get back on that treadmill. Guillermo Hernandez, what's going on, my man? Says hello. What's up? Embiid, 2 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists, 0 of 3 from the field, is 2 of 2 from the free throw line. Looking to add on here. First free throw is good for Embiid. Yeah, he got his hands on his knees, man. He's tired. He's tired. Recent commenter Cub, Guillermo, Chris, Robert, Greg, JS, Kavan, go Birds. Let's get the chat popping. Embiid's second free throw was good. 5-point game here in Philly. McBride drives in against Jared McCain, gets the layup to go. That's, again, just too easy. No resistance at the paint. The Knicks went fast, so Joel Embiid didn't get back. And nobody to stop McBride from scoring. Now Oubre on the other end, guarded by Matt Ryan. He'll get a screen from Embiid. He'll attack Towns. Layup is good and the foul. Kelly Oubre attacking, aggressive, right into the body of Karl-Anthony Towns. Gets the hoop and the harm. Going up with that left. Towns tried to get up and deny the shot, but instead fouled Kelly Oubre. So Oubre's had a little bit of a rough start to the year, but big time there on the end one. Embiid will sit. Brunson comes back in now for the Knicks. Brunson, Hart, Matt Ryan, Jericho Sims, Miles McBride for the Knicks. Oubre, Yabusele, Drummond, Jeff Doughton, Jared McCain for the 76ers. Oubre's free throw is up, and it's good. So back now to a 4-point game as the Sixers try to keep this one close. Jericho Sims hands it off to McBride. He'll fake the screen. McBride will drive in, spin. Good footwork there by McBride against Oubre to get another bucket at the rim. Sixers have had trouble guarding at the rim tonight and stopping penetration. Oubre now has it. Tries to get it to McCain, or to Doughton rather, but a bad pass is stolen away by Matt Ryan, who drives in. Blocked again! And they're going to call goaltending. Kelly Oubre got up and had a big block on the Matt Ryan shot. They're going to call goaltending. Kelly Oubre doesn't like it. The crowd doesn't like it. So the bad pass by Oubre. Ryan brings it down the floor. That's no, whoa! That's a clean block. And Nick Nurse will challenge. Kelly Oubre right away said, no, that's not goaltending. That's a block. I got that one clean. And Nick Nurse will listen, and he will challenge. That's going to be overturned. That's going to be a block for Kelly Oubre. Break in action here as they review that. Haven't seen Paul George yet in the second quarter. I imagine he comes back in soon. Now's a good time to tell you about our sponsor for today's 76ers versus Knicks watch party. And that is DraftKings. If you download the DraftKings Sportsbook app today, sign up, download the app, and use the code SixersChat, you get $200 in bonus bets instantly when you bet just $5. The Emirates NBA Cup is here. You can win big getting in on the action at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NBA. All 30 teams split into 6 groups every Tuesday and Friday, playing for the right to advance in a single elimination in-season tourney, culminating in the NBA Cup Championship in Vegas. First time? Here's something special just for you. New DraftKings customers bet $5 to get $200 in bonus bets instantly. Score big with DraftKings Sportsbook. Every point counts. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code SixersChat. That's code SixersChat for new customers to get $200 in bonus bets when you bet just $5. Only on DraftKings. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort, Kansas. 21 plus age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see dkng.co/bball. Here are my picks for this game. I had Sixers money line. Sixers currently down by 6 as we sit here in the second quarter. Embiid over 25.5 points. He is at, let's see. Embiid is at 4 points, 4-4 from the free throw line. Paul George, I have Paul George over 4.5 assists. He has not had an assist yet tonight. Of course, all lines and odds are subject to change. DraftKings, download the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Use that promo code SixersChat, and you get $200 instantly in bonus bets when you bet just $5. So they're coming back now from the challenge. That's going to be a pretty easy clean block there for Kelly Oubre. Clearly a block. And they will jump it up at center circle, and the Sixers win the tip. So a good challenge there for Nick Nurse and the 76ers, and Oubre does get his block. Sixers with it. McCain downloaded Drummond. He loses it, gets it back. Out to Martin. Martin puts it up inside. That's no good, but they call a foul. And Caleb Martin will head to the free throw line. A little bit of a sloppy offensive possession there. But it ends in Caleb Martin free throws. So you'll take it. My dad said it's a lock. I hope so. First free throw here from Caleb Martin is up and good. Sixers been good from the free throw line here tonight. Matt Ryan will check out. Not the Falcons Matt Ryan, not Falcons legend Matt Ryan. But Knicks sharpshooter Matt Ryan will check out. Bridges and Anobi, Brunson, Hart, and Jericho Sims for the Knicks as Martin's second free throw is up and good. The Sixers coming out of the timeout with Martin, Caleb Martin, Oubre, Drummond, Jeff Doughton, Jared McCain. Jeff Doughton getting a lot of burn in this game early on. Don't think he's been very effective. Brunson driving, kicking to Bridges, who gives it back to Brunson now, guarded by Jared McCain. Brunson will take him inside. Draws a foul. I don't know if I like that call. Of course, that's a call that Brunson's going to get against a rookie like McCain. I guess had his arm kind of in the cookie jar on that floater by Brunson. He's just so crafty at drawing those fouls. Brunson scoreless so far tonight, 0 of 5 from the floor. Can he change that here on this free throw attempt? He does. Free throw is good for Brunson. Brings the lead up to 5 here now for the Knicks. Brunson obviously coming off a career year last season, averaging 28.7 points per game, 6.7 assists, and was an all-star. And made All-NBA second team. Second free throw is good for Brunson. Sixers down by 6. Philadelphia's already 11 of 11 from the free throw line. McCain now off the Drummond screen. Drives into the paint. Can't get the layup to go. The follow by Oubre's no good. But I think they're going to get Jalen Brunson for a foul there on Kelly Oubre. So that'll send Oubre to the line. Oubre is a very good player. I agree with you. Very good player. Very good player. Kyle Lowry started this game, has not been back in the game since. Neither has Paul George. First free throw is good for Kelly Oubre. Sixers still hanging close here. Just a 5-point lead for the Knicks. Oubre's second free throw is up. That rattles home. Knicks lead now down to 4. Caleb Martin hounding Bridges in the backcourt. Good defense by Martin. And Drummond rejects Cat at the rim. What a block by Drummond. McCain, corner 3. No good. Caleb Martin fighting for the rebound. Can't get it. Bridges picks it up. Over to Hart. Bad pass by Bridges. Sixers ball. Sixers starting to pick up the pace a little bit here. As that was a goaltending. That was definitely a goaltending by Drummond. The refs didn't call it. So counted as a clean block for Andre Drummond. Cat's mad. Hey, refs don't get everything right. We know that. That time in the Sixers' benefit. Kyle Lowry does come back in the game. And Paul George at the scorer's table getting ready to check in as well. McCain hands it off to Oubre. Gets the screen from Drummond. Oubre will pull up from 3. That's off. McCain tips it out to Drummond, who drives in on Towns. Layup is good. What a play by Jared McCain fighting for the offensive rebound. And Andre Drummond to lay it up and in. Sixers down 2. Towns hands it off to Hart, who gives it back to Towns on the screen and roll. And nice hands there by Kyle Lowry to knock it out of bounds. Knicks will retain possession. Paul George will return for the 76ers. Let's get some PGs in the chat. Everyone type PG. 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 All right, Brunson up top. Ball stripped by Martin. Paul George secures it. Cross-court awful pass by Paul George trying to get it to Kelly Oubre, and it's easily stolen away by Bridges. Lisa Chipper, Chris T typing PG. Bridges gets a screen from Towns, guarded by Drummond. Picks up his dribble, nowhere to go. Swings it to Brunson, over to Hart, guarded by Paul George. It's going to be a blocking foul there on the perimeter. Paul George guarding Josh Hart. I think Paul George thought that Kelly Oubre was going to keep cutting in. Oubre cut out to the three-point line in the corner, resulted in a bad pass turnover. Sixers now down 2, 5:40 left to go in this second quarter. Pass is stolen by a combination of Oubre and Martin trying to feed it into Brunson. Sixers have had some active hands here tonight. Let's get something going now here. Caleb Martin gives it to Paul George, posting up on Bridges. He'll turn around, face him up, step back, midi, in and out. Good move, but no finish there as Josh Hart drives right down the lane, gets the layup to go, and he's fouled by Kelly Oubre. Nobody stopped the ball. What are we doing? You cannot let Josh Hart take the ball 94 feet, coast to coast, with no presence in the paint. Someone's got to step up and stop ball. And as a result, they get an and one. Yeah, it hasn't been good defense in the paint so far by the Sixers. Josh Hart hits the free throw. Knicks go back up 5. $77 people watching. 47 likes. Hit that thumbs up icon if you want the Sixers to win. Paul George, screen from Drummond. He'll drive in. Kicks it out to Oubre. Swings it over to Lowry now. Has it up top. 10 to shoot. Back to Paul George. Top of the key. Screen from Drummond. He'll put up a crazy three and he banks it in! Paul George making magic happen. Tried to draw a foul. Threw up a crazy over-the-head three-point shot. Somehow banked it in. Got it to go. Now Brunson inside. Kicks it out to Josh Hart. His three's no good. Rebound Andre Drummond. Sixers can tie or take the lead on this possession. Martin drives in. And they're going to say he was out of control and call a charge on Caleb Martin drawn by Jalen Brunson. Martin doesn't like that call at all. Sweet move by Paul George. Little crossover back to his left. Thought he drew a foul on Anunoby, but still got the 3 to go. Brunson is absolutely moving. Brunson is moving. Should be a block. And Nick Nurse is going to use another challenge. That's going to be overturned. That's going to be a blocking foul on Jalen Brunson. I don't know how the rest even call that a charge. Brunson is sliding backwards and to his right as Martin is driving in. Just another play that Nick Nurse has to challenge that should be overturned. Aka Blitz Jr. in the chat says, let's go Sixers. Sixers chat, let's go. Let's get this comment section going again, baby. Sixers are making this a game again. Staying in it. It's been dicey at times, but only down by 2. Score of 43-41. If you want the Sixers to win this game, and if you love the Sixers, let's get some PHIs going in the chat. I see Go Birds already spamming them. Oh. What up, Reed? Go Birds typing those PHIs. Lisa Chipper. Allie's in the chat, and she's here. Look at that. What do you know? We're 1 like away from 50 likes. Who's going to get us to 50 likes? I'll take a drink, and I'll dedicate it to you, whoever's our 50th like. Carter Bone in the chat typing PHI. Greg G in the chat typing PHI. Go Birds is Allie and Lisa, the real legends. You got that right. Go Birds. Who else is in here? Type those PHIs. There's 50 likes. Who was the 50th like? Type me if you were the 50th like. Go Birds says just liked. Oh, Go Birds, you were the 50th like. Well, cheers to everybody who's hanging out with us. Midnight Mimosas in the chat. Robbie T. Robbie T in the chat as well. Chris T. Typing those PHIs. And Go Birds. Big game for the Eagles Thursday night against the Washington Commanders. We'll be live on Eagles Now for that game, for a watch party. Be sure to join us. Go Birds says, I waited to be the 50th like. Respect. Robbie T. Typing those PHIs. Let's get it going, baby. Let's get it going. Reed Bartkiss in the chat. Yo! Producer Reed, big Sixers fan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Sixers. 10, 9, 8, 76ers. Come on, baby. Come on. Carter Bone, PHI. Robbie T, PHI. Can the Sixers get a win? It's been a tough season, man. I just want to see this team win games. Go Birds. F Marshall. F Marshall. F the Knicks. God, I hate the Knicks. If you hate the Knicks, type F Marshall or FNYK. Marshall Green is the host of our 76ers now, or I'm sorry, the host of our Knicks channel. And they're going to call it an unsuccessful challenge for Nick Nurse. I'm not sure how. To me, that's a foul. Aka Blitz, Aka the Giant, so I have respect for Marshall Green. I can respect that. I can respect that. Chris T, type in FNYK. Allie, go Birds. So next we'll take over. The charge stands. OG Anunoby gets the open three, and he nails it. Three is good for OG Anunoby, who is having a pretty good night here tonight. Martin kicks it over to Paul George, guarded by OG, gets a double screen from Drummond and Lowry. Hounded now by Brunson. Brings it back out, now drives back in. Layup, no good. Rebounded by Josh Hart. Hart, what a pass to OG Anunoby, but he loses it. Ball goes to Bridges. He's open from the mid-range, and he laces the short mid-range jumper. So just like that, Sixers are back down 7. 3:30 and change here to go in this second quarter. Bridges up to 6 points now. Lowry off the screen from Drummond. He pulls it back out, pulls up for three. Way short. Rebounded to the Knicks. Josh Hart with it. Looking for somewhere to go. Right wing to Brunson. Drives in on Paul George, and that layup is good for Jalen Brunson. The Knicks are making a run here to end this second quarter. Gotta be better to end these quarters, as Joel Embiid, Jared McCain both getting ready to check back in here. Kyle Lowry out there with Drummond, who kicks it over to Oubre. He'll try to drive in on Bridges, and Bridges blocks the mid-range jumper of Kelly Oubre. Not a good shot again there from Oubre. That's a travel. Too many steps. Josh Hart try to pass, try to dribble. You can't do that. You definitely can't do that. Travel on Josh Hart. We're going the other way. Go Birds typing cook up Sixers. They got to get something going here. Embiid back in the game, along with Martin, George, Lowry, and McCain. 2:45 and counting left to go in this first half. Sixers down 9. Here's Caleb Martin now with it. Gives it to Paul George just above the free throw line. Looking for Embiid down low. They can't get it to him. They give it to Lowry, who then gets it to Embiid, and he's fouled down low by Karl-Anthony Town. Sixers are in the bonus, so that'll be 2 free throws for Embiid. Karl-Anthony Towns, Cat is way too soft to guard Embiid down low. I'm sorry. Embiid is getting easy position on him when he's in the game. Embiid's already been hitting the deck a few times. Not moving great. He's obviously trying to get back into shape. Get his legs back under him. Embiid's first free throw is good. See you, brother. Let's go Sixers. 76ers. Maxey dripped out. Crazy fit for Maxey. Sitting on that Sixers sideline. Embiid. At the line. Tyrese Maxey not playing in this one. He'll be out for another week or two with a hamstring injury. Second free throw is good from Embiid. Let's get a good end of the half here, Sixers. This is big. How you win quarters, how you win halves is so important to win games like these. Josh Hart swings it to Bridges. Corner three. Air ball, no good. But it hits off of Martin's leg. And it's going to stay with New York. That's unfortunate there. Oubre got a good contest, or Paul George, excuse me, got a good contest on the Bridges shot. He airballed it, but it went right off the leg of Martin. Now McBride will take a corner three. That's no good. Rebounded by Paul George. 2 minutes left to go. Paul George will bring it up court. He'll drive it on Bridges, and they're going to get, I think, Jericho Sims on a foul off the ball here, battling with Joel Embiid. Embiid went to the ground, and Embiid will go back to the free throw line. Yeah, I mean, he just threw him to the ground. I don't know what Jericho Sims is doing there. Good sell job by Embiid, but he wrapped him up. Brunson thinks that he flopped. Look, at the end of the day, you can't do that if you're Jericho Sims. First free throw for Embiid is good. So Embiid getting it done from the free throw line here tonight. He has 8 points, all of them from the free throw line. I'm sure NBA fans will be happy about that. But he's getting fouled. Sixers definitely got to do a better job of getting the ball to Embiid quicker when he's posting up. Embiid's done a good job getting positioning, but the Sixers have not been able to get him the ball fast enough. Second free throw is good. Sixers down 5. Now Brunson with it, guarded by Martin. Caleb Martin has been guarding Jalen Brunson all night. Brunson has it up top. He'll get the screen from Sims. He'll pull up from 3. That's no good. Rebound to Kyle Lowry down low. Swings it over to Paul George. Gets the screen from Embiid. Open 3. Good! Paul George from downtown. And his strong shooting night continues. That's that two-man game we have been waiting for with Embiid and Paul George. Great screen from Joel. Paul George able to get the triple to go. Sixers back within 2. Bridges in the corner. Guarded by Paul George. Nowhere to go. Gives it to Josh Hart. Drives it on Lowry. Step back mid-range. Falls for Josh Hart. You'll live with those type of shots from him, but he gets that one to go. Now a minute left to go in the second quarter. Embiid hands it off to McCain. McCain at the free throw line. He'll pull up. That's good for Jared McCain. Little pull-up mid-range is so smooth. Hit a bunch of those against the Hornets. It's another one here to cut the lead down to 2. McCain, 7 points already in this game. Let's get the energy up. Let's get the energy up. Come on. Brunson hands it off to McBride. He'll drive in on Martin. Mid-range pull-up. No good. Rebounded by Josh Hart. Another offensive rebound for the Knicks. To Bridges, back to Hart. Now swings it to Brunson. He'll drive in. What a pass to the corner to Deuce McBride, but a good contest by Jared McCain. Another offensive rebound. Tipped around. George tries to save it. What a pass down court to McCain. He'll take it up on Sims. Layup doesn't go. It went around and out. 5 seconds left. Brunson has it. Shot clock's off. Brunson puts it up. Knocked out by Embiid. Good hands there by Embiid. What a crazy sequence we just had in this one. Good hands by Embiid to knock the ball out of Brunson's hands. And there'll be 2 seconds left to go in this second quarter. Nick Nurse will substitute Oubre in for Jared McCain for defensive purposes. Jared McCain almost got that fast break layup to go, but couldn't quite get the spin and the rotation on the ball. Brunson inbounding. Up top, Josh Hart. Josh Hart will step back. Long 2. Gets it to go. Josh Hart. He's smiling. He knows that's not his shot, but he gets it to fall regardless, and that'll do it for this first half. Knicks up by 4, 54-50. Clock winding down, and Josh Hart step back on Kyle Lowry. Gets it to go. 100 people watching live. Hit that thumbs up icon, like the video. And while everyone's in here, as we hit halftime here in this game, I want everybody to let me know what they thought of this first half. Sixers, a little bit up and down. Down by as much as, I believe, 9 points at one point. Might have been even more than that early on. But able to fight, able to battle, and keep this one close. Grade the 76ers so far in this one. A, B, C, D, or F. A, B, C, D, or F. Let me know right now down in the chat. I'm going to make that the new poll question as well. Yeah. Yeah, what's your rating? Yeah, come on. Let me just make this the new poll question here in the chat. Grade 76ers first half. A, B, C, D, or F. So go vote. Looking at the chat right now. Go Birds going with a B, a.k.a. Blitz going with a B, J.S. Kavan going with a D, Quentin with a C. Right now, the poll question, 80% B. What are your thoughts here on this first half?
I have to agree with the chat for the most part for B. I mean, I think we're having a good half so far, but we need to step it up. Obviously, we can't catch a lead. I think McCain should stay in the game. If I'm being honest, I think that they should just let him cook.
Yeah, let McCain cook. Allie giving the Sixers a B in that first half. Down 4, all things considered, not bad. Looking at some stats here in this first half, Paul George has 17 points on 6 of 9 shooting and 3 of 4 from 3. So good stuff there from Paul George. Joel Embiid, 8 points. Has not hit a shot from the field, but is 8 of 8 from the free throw line, so you'd like to see that. Kyle Lowry, 2 points. Kelly Oubre has 5. Jared McCain has 7 in just 11 minutes. Andre Drummond, 4 points, 3 rebounds. Yabusele, 3 points, 4 rebounds, and a steal. For the Knicks, leading scorer is Karl-Anthony Towns, 12.7 rebounds. OG Anunoby, 11 points. 7 for Hart, 9 for McBride off the bench. Greg giving the Sixers a B. Xavier, 76ers look great, can really see the future. Only problem, Brunson struggling will change. Brunson has not played well. He's only 1 of 7 from the field. 4 points, 5 assists. You do imagine he will start to play better now in this second half, but Sixers have done a good job making him pass the ball and making him shoot tough shots. All right, 75% B in the chat.
That's what Brunson gets for leaving Philly to go play for New York.
That is what Brunson gets. Sixers look okay so far, as Greg G says. All right, we are up to $40 here in Super Chats tonight. Do have a Super Chat menu. All donations, if you send in a Super Chat, I will put your name and donation, and you can type a little message if you got something to say, some thoughts you want to give in the game. Any message you want to give, I'll put it up here on the screen for you. Every $5 Super Chat is a beer cheers. $10, I got some Tito's. I'm taking shots of Tito's. If we reach $100 total tonight, we are at $40 so far. I will do a beer bong. I got this little Marbonga here. We'll fill it up with a beer and take that down. And you know what? I will make a special deal here for the people. During halftime right now, if we get a $20 Super Chat, I will do the beer bong. I'll do the beer bong for a $20 Super Chat during halftime only. And we'll go half off the rest of the Super Chat menu. So any Super Chat of any amount, I'll give you a beer cheers. $5, I'll do some shots. And again, $20, I will do a beer bong. John giving the Sixers a B so far. I think I would have to agree with the chat and with the poll. 59% going with a B. I think, so the Knicks so far have 7 offensive rebounds. They are out-rebounding the Sixers 25-21, so not awful. They have 15 assists to the Sixers' 8. That is not ideal. But the Knicks do have 8 turnovers. Sixers only have 5. Xavier Embiid helps guards more aggressive for steals. Yeah, that's a good point brought up by Xavier. When you have Embiid back in the game, players like Oubre and Lowry and McCain, your guys in the perimeter could be more aggressive going for steals because they know they have Embiid behind him back there. It's a great point, Xavier. It's a great point. Jared McCain is a plus 12 in 11 minutes. Embiid's a plus 2 in 13 minutes. Everybody else is a negative. Impressive stuff from McCain. Shaq's talking bad about Joel Embiid because he's 0 of 3 from the field, but he's 8 of 8 from the free throw line. Who can drink faster, you or Chase? From Go Birds? It's close. I think Chase is a little bit faster, but if someone sends in a $20 super chat right now, I'll do a beer bong and we can see how fast I can chug. We can see how fast I can chug. So I wanted Paul George to be aggressive in this one. He has been with 17 points on 6 of 9 shooting. You're going to need more of that. Hopefully you can get Embiid going from the field. He's clearly still working into shape here, working in his conditioning. John, where is Chase tonight? Chase, during the NFL season, has a lot going on with his NFL responsibilities, so I'm out here doing these Sixers watch parties. Going to be bringing these to you from time to time. Be a long day for Chase. You know, they're so busy with the NFL season. Tell him I said he's good. I got you, Go Birds. Go Birds! And go Sixers. If someone sends in a $10 super chat, Allie has to come back up on here and do another chug. $10 for an Allie chug. Come here, Allie. Come here, Allie. For those of you who don't know, I got my girlfriend Allie here with me in the studio tonight. Out here falling. Got my girlfriend Allie here in the studio tonight. Big Sixers fan. You see the Sixers hoodie? Let's go. $10 super chat. And we're going to have Allie drinking here tonight.
Come on, guys. I'm thirsty.
She's thirsty. I'm thirsty too. But it's up to y'all. It's up to y'all.
I know y'all want us to take a drink. Halftime.
Quentin, we need more watch parties. Why haven't we been having them? So me and Chase are very busy with the NFL stuff. I'm going to try to do as many as I can. But once the NFL season's over, we'll be doing pretty much every game. I can tell you that, Quentin. But until then, going to try to be doing as much as I can fit into my schedule. Go Bird says, Chips Alley is better than Allie Barefoot. I got to take a picture of that. That's funny.
That's very true.
She is a Celtics fan.
Very true. I love Allie Barefoot, but obviously I'm going to hype myself up here. They have a pretty good Allie.
Yeah, I think this Allie's better than Allie Barefoot. All right, so again, $10 super chat. Allie's going to have to drink, and she'll be back up here. We'll see. Will the people get it going? I don't know. Let's see where we're at in our sub number. We did surpass 20,300 subscribers here tonight. Thank you to all the real ones. If you're a new subscriber, type me in the chat. Type me in the chat if you're a new subscriber. I want to know where all our real ones are at. And I'm going to give you all a beer cheers. Thank you all so much. Why should you subscribe to the channel? Well, we don't just do these watch parties. We have videos pretty much every single day here on 76ers Now. News, rumors, analysis, post-game shows, trade rumors. We're just always talking ball in the Sixers, man. I'm from Bucks County, right outside the city of Philadelphia. Been a Sixers fan my whole life. And Chase Sr. as well. Sixers fan his whole life. We just want to give you guys the best content that we can. So hit that sub button. Lock us in. Year-round Sixers coverage. We had a great offseason cover in this team. Our stream when Paul George signed with the Sixers went absolutely crazy. Idjuana Gadsden, I hope I said that right. Typing me, a new subscriber. Thank you so much for being here with us. We're a family here. That's what we want it to be, you know. I want everybody who subscribes to feel like they can get in the comment section. We can have a conversation, really interact with one another, and make it a real watch party. You know, it's not just me talking to y'all. I like when y'all, you know, interact and talk to me and give your thoughts, give your opinions. At the end of the day, we're all just fans of the game, man. We're all just fans of the game, fans of the Sixers. And that's the kind of environment I want to have here with everybody. John Messina typing, Go Birds! Eagles. The hottest team in the NFL right now. The Sixers could use some of that. I'm assuming Allie's an Eagles fan. Oh, Allie is a huge Eagles fan. She was actually at the Eagles-Cowboys game over the weekend.
Go Birds!
Go Birds, baby! Yeah, she was at AT&T Stadium cheering on our Eagles, watching all the Cowboys fans leave that game early. Unfortunately, I was not there because, of course, me and Chase were doing the watch party for the game. Subscribe to our Eagles channel as well. I unfortunately went to the Eagles game on Christmas Eve. Sorry about that one, Go Birds. Look at Allie typing, huge Birds fan. Let's go. Let's go. All right. Appreciate all the real ones who subscribed and got us past this 20,305 number. If you're not subscribed, hit that sub button, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Second half, moments away here. Sixers down 4. If you want the 76ers to win this game, let's get the chat going. 75 people watching. 53 likes. Hit that thumbs up icon, like the video, and type some PHIs. If you want a shout out here on the show, get in the comment section. I'm shouting out everybody who is in our comment section. Go Birds has been our real one throughout the entire night. Commenting, interacting. Good stuff there from Go Birds. Look at him spamming those PHIs. I'm going to do the same. Sixers are close. 4-point game. I got to hear it from those Sixers fans. If you're not at the game, make some noise in the chat. Come on, baby. John Messina in the chat. Ali G in the chat. Go Birds in the chat. Where my diehards at? Where my diehards at? Come on, baby. I know it's been a tough season. I know. I understand. It's been rough. It's been rough to watch this team play. But they can get on back on track starting right now in this second half of picking up a big win over the Knicks. But I need everybody in this chat right now to get it going. Quentin typing those PHIs. Lisa Chipper typing PHI. Go Birds. Win, loser, tie. Sixers fan till I die. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sixers. 10, 9, 8. 76ers. Come on. Ijwana Gadsden. Let's go, Philly. Let's go, Sixers. Man, I want to beat this Knicks team so bad. The Sixers need it. All right. If you are just joining us looking for some first half stats of this game, Paul George leading all scorers with 17 points, 6 of 9 from the field, 3 of 4 from 3. 5 rebounds and 3 steals. Go Birds, I'm staying up all night if the Sixers win by 15 or more. Well, they're down 4, so that would take a lot, but are you going to stick to your word, Go Birds? I don't know. I guess we'll see. Paul George having a great game. Joel Embiid, rocking his jersey here tonight, is 0 of 3 from the field in 13 minutes, but is 8 of 8 from the free throw line. 8 points, 4 assists, 2 rebounds for the big fella. Jared McCain has 7 after scoring 27 in Sunday's game against the Hornets. Towns with 12 for the Knicks. Jalen Brunson only 4 points, 1 of 7 from the field. OG Anunoby has 11. Josh Hart with 7. Mikal Bridges with 6. Miles McBride with 9. Third quarter action about to begin from Philadelphia. All right. What adjustments can Nick Nurse make in this second half to get this Sixers team on track and get them their first lead of the night, I believe. I don't think they've led all night. Besides very early on in this ball game. Sixers got to do a better job keeping the Knicks out of the paint for sure. And maybe they can see some success in this second half. Third quarter action. Immediately a steal from Caleb Martin. Jalen Brunson turns it over. Caleb Martin steals it, slams it home. And Jalen Brunson just went down. So Jalen Brunson went down with an injury, lost the ball. That's why Caleb Martin was able to get that dunk. He's limping off the court now. Hopefully he's okay. John Messina, my first Sixers game, was Dr. J flying dunk over Boston. That is electric, John. I have a poster of Dr. J up in my apartment. Our apartment. Legendary Sixer. Ryan Rowe, type in PHI. Go Birds. I'll try to visit the Chat Sports office if the Eagles win the Super Bowl. I'll tell you this right now. If the Eagles win the Super Bowl, me and Chase will be at that parade. 100%. And Allie. And Allie G. Prayers to Brunson. Yeah, Brunson going down with an injury. Kind of turned his ankle at the very start of this third quarter, and he's going to be headed into the Knicks locker room. So not good there to start the third quarter for the Knicks. Unfortunate. Again, never want to see injuries. Hope he's okay. Just 15 seconds into this third quarter. Yeah, Quentin, as Philly fans, we know how bad injuries are. We absolutely do. We absolutely do. We've been going through it not just this season, but pretty much every season. So hopefully Brunson is okay. Hopefully it's just a turn ankle, nothing more than that. Afro-Latino mix. My Chiefs winning the Super Bowl again. Look, the Chiefs are undefeated, but they've had some real scares, man. They've had some close games. They had to block a field goal to beat the Denver Broncos. We'll see what happens, but the Chiefs are not, in my opinion, even though they're undefeated, not as good as they are in previous years. I would love a Chiefs-Eagles rematch in the Super Bowl so the Eagles can get their revenge. Why not? Although I think the Bills are the best team in the AFC. The Bills or the Ravens, the Bengals are still good despite their record. Let's see here. Yes, so Jalen Brunson, if you just missed it, headed back to the Knicks locker room, turning his ankle to start the third quarter. Struggled in the first half, now leaving the game. As we're in a commercial timeout right now. As they tend to Brunson. We'll try to get an update on that as soon as we can. See what the latest is there. So Brunson steps on Martin's foot. Just turns that ankle, man. Looks painful. That right ankle right on Martin's foot. Did walk off the court and walk to the locker room under his own power. So maybe they'll just tape it up, get him back in there. Knicks with it. OG Anunoby drives in, guarded by Embiid. He'll attack him. Nowhere to go. Good defense by Embiid. Miles McBride, top of the key. Three is in and out. Rebounded there by Paul George. It's George, Embiid, Caleb Martin, Kyle Lowry, and I believe Kelly Oubre. Bad pass by Martin. And he's fouled by Josh Hart in a fight for the ball. Josh Hart got a hand on that pass. Tried to get it. Caleb Martin got there first, and Josh Hart picked up the foul. Go Birds in the chat. Quentin William Barclay in the chat. Oubre attacking. Kicks it out. Martin, pump fake. Drives in. Layup is good for Caleb Martin. So 4 points in this third quarter now for Caleb Martin. And the Sixers have tied up this ball game. McBride in the game for the injured Jalen Brunson. Towns will pull from deep. Embiid was right there, and that's no good. George ahead to Caleb Martin. Looking to get it down to Embiid posting up on Towns. Embiid, little turnaround jumper. Off. He's just a little off tonight. First game back. And Hart finds a wide open OG Anunoby underneath for the slam. Again, just way too easy. We've seen too many of those here tonight. Embiid up top, off to Martin. Martin looking down low to Embiid. Instead, he'll find a wide open Paul George in the corner. That triple's good. Paul George, another three. And he is on fire tonight as he gives the Sixers the lead. Their first lead since it was 2-0, and it goes right away as OG Anunoby hits a three of his own. She's going to call that a long two. Embiid now for three. Clanks it off the front of the rim. Rough game for JoJo. Josh Hart with it. Finds Towns up top, guarded by Paul George. Towns drives in. Can't get the layup to go. Fight for the rebound. Paul George throws it to Josh Hart, who gives it to Anunoby. Open corner three. That's money for OG Anunoby. So good hustle by the Sixers, but unable to retain possession of the ball leads to an OG Anunoby three. Lowry drives in, kicks it out to Embiid. Embiid, good from downtown. Embiid finally gets a shot to go, and it's a big above the break three for Joel Embiid. Needed that shot so badly for JoJo. His first field goal of the season. Had only hit free throws prior to that shot, and a foul now called here on Kelly Oubre. Little pick and pop there between Lowry and Embiid. Towns late getting out there, and Embiid knocks the three down and is like, finally, I got a shot to go. Maybe that can get him going. Towns fouled by Joel Embiid. Embiid doesn't like it. Embiid really doesn't like this call. Embiid up to 11 points, 2 rebounds, 4 assists. 1 of 6 from the field. Finally hit that three to get on the board. Quentin says, we back, baby. We are back. Claire typing W. As a bad pass by Bridges is knocked out by Paul George, it'll stay with New York with 8 seconds to shoot. So taking Embiid a little time to get in this game, but hopefully he starts to find his groove a little bit. McBride inbounds it to Towns, who tries to fit it into McBride. Stolen away by Caleb Martin. Kelly Oubre leading the fast break. He'll drive in. Takes it up against Towns. That's no good. Who touched it last? The officials don't know. And they're going to say Sixers ball. After a lengthy conversation, Sixers will maintain possession. Oubre tried to go up and over Towns, but could not get the layup to go. Looks like that's the right call there. Lowry inbounds it to Paul George. That corner three fading away is no good. First missed three of the night for Paul George. As the pass underneath to Josh Hart, and they're going to get him for another travel. That's Josh Hart's second travel of the night. Sixers ball. Another turnover for the Knicks. Bridges trying to pass it up ahead to Hart. He absolutely traveled. He dragged that right foot as he was underneath the basket. Embiid now guarded by Towns. Doubled. Gets it out to Lowry. Embiid wants it back, and he gets it back. Another double comes from Bridges to Oubre to Martin. 2 feet in the paint. Kicks it out. Lowry. Open corner three. In and out. Nice ball movement there after Embiid was getting doubled. Got an open corner three for Lowry. He couldn't get it to go. Now Towns drives in, and he's fouled by Kelly Oubre Jr. So now Cat will go to the line to shoot two. Oubre, if you're going to take a charge, you got to take a charge. You can't half take a charge, half not. That's never going to get called. If you're just kind of standing there and he runs into you, you just kind of back up a little bit. If you're going to take the charge, get in there, set those feet, get ready for impact, baby. He did not that time and got the foul as a result. Towns' first free throw is up and good. 96 people watching live, 53 likes. When we get to 60 likes, I'm going to finish the rest of my beer. We are 7 likes away. Hit that thumbs up if you love the Sixers and want them to get back on track this season, because I sure know I do. Brunson walking back out of the Knicks locker room, back to the bench, a little hobble. Towns' second free throw is good as well. So Knicks now back up by 3. Looks like Brunson's got something on that ankle of his as he laces his shoes back up. Appears to be coming back in this game. Okay, so they're reporting that Brunson is available to return to this game. Didn't even get anything done to his ankle. They just looked at it. No x-rays or anything. So Brunson is available to return to this game. Sixers down 3 with the ball. Martin in the paint. Nowhere to go with it. Kicks it out to Embiid. Embiid will drive in. Kicks it to McCain. McCain. Wing triple is no good for Jared McCain. Knicks pushing. McBride over to OG Anunoby. Josh Hart drives in. Layup is good for Josh Hart. As the Knicks go up 5 with 7 minutes to go. Sixers ball. Paul George brings it up the court. And it's a steal by Bridges. Bad pass by George. Bridges over to McBride. Sidestep 3 is good. Timeout, Nick Nurse and the 76ers. As quickly, it's now an 8-point lead for the New York Knicks. Junior Chop says, nah, keep Brunson out. I need my reboot. I'm sorry, man. Looks like he's going to be coming back in. Not a good stretch there by the Sixers as they quickly fall back down 8. And a quick timeout by Nick Nurse. Did not like what he was seeing out there at all. Our Sixers-Knicks watch party tonight is sponsored by our friends at DraftKings, the best sportsbook in the game. If you are not tapped in yet with DraftKings, I don't know what you're doing. And there is no better time than right now to get signed up with DraftKings. If you download the DraftKings Sportsbook app, use the promo code SixersChat. You get $200 instantly in bonus bets when you bet just $5 for new customers. The Emirates NBA Cup is here. You can win big getting in on the action at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NBA. All 30 teams split into 6 groups, every Tuesday and Friday playing for the right to advance in the single elimination in-season tourney, culminating in the NBA Cup Championship in Vegas. First time? Here's something special just for you. New DraftKings customers bet $5 to get $200 in bonus bets instantly. Score big with DraftKings Sportsbook. Every point counts. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code SixersChat. That's code SixersChat for new customers to get $200 in bonus bets when you bet just $5. Only on DraftKings. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort, Kansas. 21 plus age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see dkng.co/bball. These were my picks heading into the night with DraftKings. I took 76ers money line. They're down 8 at home. Got a chance. They're going to have to play a little bit better moving forward to get back in this game and hit my picks. Embiid, I took Embiid over 25.5 points. He's at 11, so not bad. Not bad. We'll see how many minutes he ends up playing tonight. Paul George over 4.5 assists. He has none. So I guess I wasn't on it tonight. But it's not over. Still plenty of time, of course. All lines and odds are subject to change. DraftKings, now the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Use the code SixersChat. New customers get $200 in bonus bets when you bet just $5. Chip, don't give up until the last second. I'm not giving up, baby. It's only an 8-point game. We've seen these runs where the Knicks go up by 8 to 10. Sixers go right back in it. I like the timeout by Nick Nurse to calm things down after a bad turnover. But I think they're going to find some more offense in this game. I think we've seen Embiid's presence already be a factor in this game. Led to some open shots, but the Sixers haven't necessarily been hitting all those open shots. Hopefully they can start to get that back on track now here moving forward in this third quarter. All right. Caleb Martin gets an open corner three, and it's good! Caleb Martin buries the triple. He's been so inconsistent from out there all season long. That's a big shot for Caleb Martin coming out of the timeout. Love that play for the Sixers and Nick Nurse to draw up that triple. Bridges on the wing, gets it to Towns, guarded by Doughton. Double comes from George. Kicks it underneath to a wide-open Josh Hart. The double came, and nobody picked up Josh Hart underneath the basket. 6 minutes to go, halfway through this third quarter. Sixers down 7. Martin attacks, sidesteps, throws up a wild layup. That's no good. But the ball goes right into Jeff Doughton's hands to Paul George. Yabusele, wing triple. Short. Short on the three there from Guerschon Yabusele. Jalen Brunson's getting ready to check back into this ball game. Bridges posting up against McCain. He'll back him down. 2 feet in the paint. Turnaround midi. Rolls in for Bridges. Sixers down 9. Largest lead of the game for the Knicks. Paul George. Step back three on Anunoby. Good look. And he drills it. What a move. Paul George with the sauce. Getting Anunoby stumbling a little bit. Step back three. Paul George up to 23 on the night. What a night for Paul George. Easily his best game as a Sixer. Jeff Doughton pokes it away from Miles McBride. Paul George up ahead to McCain. McCain, pull up three. Short. Don't love that shot. I know he's confident, but you should wait there for your teammates to try to get a better look. Bridges attacking Doughton in the post once again. Big size advantage. Bridges once again gets a sweet roll. Shooter's touch on the post fade. Another 2 there for Bridges. They got to get Doughton out of this ball game. I'm sorry. I like Doughton. He has not been effective here tonight. Paul George kicks it out to Yabusele. Looking to get it to McCain, who gets a screen from Guerschon. Now McCain drives in. He turns the ball over. Stolen away by Bridges. Those long arms of his. And now Anunoby underneath against Caleb Martin. Good defense by Martin to force the miss. Anunoby was at point-blank range underneath the basket. But he knocks it out of bounds. Ball will stay with the Knicks. And Jalen Brunson checks back into the ball game with 4:14 remaining in the third quarter. So Brunson left 15 seconds into the third quarter. Rolled his ankle pretty bad. Left, went back to the locker room. Now he's back into the ball game. In the game for the Sixers, Paul George, Kelly Oubre, Yabusele, Jeff Doughton, Jared McCain. And just not good defense initially by Paul George to let Bridges cut underneath the basket, but he stripped it away from him. And now George attacks Anunoby. Tried to draw a foul in the layup. Missed it. No foul is called. Knicks are off and running. A bad pass by Josh Hart stolen away. Picked up by Kelly Oubre. Ahead to Doughton. Finds McCain. McCain drives in. Tries to slam it home over OG Anunoby. Can't get it to go, but he's fouled. I didn't know McCain had hops like that. McCain got up. Let's see this again. Tried to throw down the hammer. Nearly had it over OG Anunoby, but was fouled from behind by Josh Hart. Wow, Jared McCain tried to throw it down. The 20-year-old rookie out of Duke with no regard for human life. If you know, you know. So McCain at the line, shooting 2. That's crazy. I didn't know he was like that. Free throw is good. If he dunked that, he might have had to do a TikTok dance. If he made that dunk, that poster, he would have had to do a TikTok dance. I'm gonna have done one. I'm gonna have done one if he made that dunk. I don't even know any. You'd have to teach me. Paul George checks out. KJ Martin gets his first action of the game. Second free throw for McCain is good. McCain stays perfect from the line. 3:50 and counting here to go in this third quarter. Kelly Oubre, good defense on Bridges, tries to steal that pass, nearly saves it, but it's knocked out of bounds. Knicks will retain possession. Not sure why Jeff Doughton's getting so much run in this game. He has not been good. I would put anybody else in the game. Kyle Lowry, Ricky Council, someone. Jalen Brunson just 4 points tonight. Sixers down by 6. Brunson up top, guarded by Jeff Doughton. He will get into the paint. Good defense by Doughton, not jumping at the pump fake by Brunson. Now, Campaign will drive in on Jared McCain. Good defense by McCain. The floater is off. McCain taking it the other way. Gives it to Drummond. Drummond looking for somewhere to go. Hands it off to Oubre. Oubre guarded closely by Bridges. Swings it to Doughton. Doughton will now get a screen from Oubre. Drives in. Gets 2 feet in the paint. Puts up a floater that's way off. Get him out of the game, Nick Nurse. Get Doughton off the floor. As wow, what a move by Brunson. Little hezzy on McCain. Gets the 2 to go. What a nice move by Jalen Brunson. Jared McCain's getting a lot of run, but I need to see Jeff Doughton off the floor yesterday. McCain drives in. Floater. Good. Jared McCain aggressive attacking the rim. Exactly what we saw against the Hornets on Sunday. Bridges right back the other way. His jumper mid-range is no good. Sixers control the rebound. McCain bringing it up. Good move. Finds Drummond inside. Back to McCain. Corner 3. No good. Rebounded Oubre, but he can't control it. And the ball goes to the Knicks. Man, if Oubre hit that, or if McCain hit that 3, the crowd was about to go nuts. Doughton. Oh, Doughton. Mikal Bridges was trying to post Doughton up again. Doughton tipped the ball away from him. They called a late foul. I don't like that call. Got to give him credit on that one. Let's see. Yeah. That's a foul. That's a foul on Doughton. Get him off the floor, please. Joel Embiid checks back in for the Sixers. Oubre, Yabusele, Doughton, and McCain. No Eric Gordon here tonight. Timeout on the floor. Knicks lead by 6 with 2:15 left to go in this third quarter. That's a good question. So, all right. Everybody in the chat right now, 95 people watching. I got to ask you all a question. So, we're coming up on the holiday season. Thanksgiving's a couple weeks away. Big debate between me and Allie in our household. Allie really wants to get a Christmas tree. I said no. I think it's too early to get a Christmas tree. I don't think you should put up a Christmas tree before Thanksgiving. Once Thanksgiving is over, then you can put up your Christmas decorations, put up your Christmas tree. That's fine. But me personally, I think anything before Thanksgiving is just too early. You got to let Thanksgiving have its own thing. It's not just like Christmas right away. Come say your piece. What does chat think? Is it too early to put up? Is it too early to put up a Christmas tree?
Here's my reasoning, chat. Hear me out.
Here's Allie's reasoning.
If we were having Thanksgiving like at our house, I would say then no, that's not okay. But we're going to our parents' house back in Pennsylvania for Thanksgiving, so we're not decorating for Thanksgiving. Like we can go right to Christmas.
Nobody. How many people really decorate for
arguably,
Thanksgiving?
It should make you happy.
Let's see. Quentin, absolutely correct. No Christmas stuff before Thanksgiving. Hate that Christmas candy's already on sale in Target. They're already selling Christmas trees at our local Whole Foods.
See, blame Target because that's the only reason I think about it. Because I walk into Target and they say 50% off on Christmas trees.
Allen Iverson's at the game right now.
How do I not want one?
Of course they're selling that stuff because the people like you will buy it. Chris says not before Thanksgiving Day. Thank you, Chris.
I'm not kidding, guys. I had a Christmas tree in my hands today at Target. The only reason I didn't get it is because it was too heavy for me to carry and I didn't have a cart.
Yeah, and there's also who decorates for Thanksgiving. All right, we're back. I'm glad the chat agrees with me and not you. Good defense by Jeff Doughton on Jalen Brunson. That's a turnover. Sixers ball. McCain, screen from Embiid. He'll kick it back to Embiid. Embiid will put up the three off the front of the rim. Embiid can't buy a bucket here tonight. Under 2 to go in the third quarter. Brunson guarded by Doughton. Kicks it over to Towns, guarded by Oubre. Swings it to Bridges. Wide open corner triple. That's no good. Good job by Embiid to get out there and contest that shot. Minute and a half to go left in this third quarter. Embiid, one-on-one against Towns. Double comes from Bridges. It's crazy. Even Embiid's first game back of the season. Doubles are coming immediately. McCain splits the defense, drives in, gets the layup and the foul, and one for Jared McCain. Blew right by his defender, right by Cameron Payne, had him going the other way. Excellent finish from McCain with the right hand, with the touch. Start Jared McCain, please. Maxey is hyped for the kid. Kevin Brown, at work, listening, not supposed to be on the phone, but I love the Sixers. That's what we do this for, baby. People who can't watch the game, you can't tune in, we are here for you. The three-point play is good for Jared McCain, and the lead now is cut down to 3. Chip, how'd you meet Allie? Me and Allie met in high school. Go Birds. The only Knicks player I really know is Brunson, Cat, and Hart. They've got some good players. Brunson, open 3, top of the key, off. Rebounded by Kelly Oubre. A minute left to go in the third. Embiid with it, guarded by Bridges. Back out to Oubre. Embiid's going to look to post up. Finds McCain. Throws it up to Embiid down low. Embiid guarded by Brunson. That's just too easy for Embiid. Gets the 2 to go. Sixers down 1. They fight back. That's what they've been doing all night long. They've been fighting back. Embiid, 7-0 run for the Sixers. Getting the crowd going. The crowd at Wells Fargo Center is hype. Embiid guarding Brunson on the perimeter. Getting that stance, Embiid. Oh, Brunson gets right by him, draws the foul. Savvy move there by Jalen Brunson to get Embiid in his back. This is the type of engaged. I like Embiid, though. Embiid hasn't really seemed very in the game and engaged, but now the crowd's getting into it. He's getting into it. Setting up for a great fourth quarter, baby. Brunson at the line to shoot 2, just 6 points, 5 assists, 5 turnovers. Awful game for Brunson thus far. His first free throw is up and good. Remember, this is an NBA Cup game, so these games do matter outside of just the regular standings. If the Sixers want to make a run at the NBA Cup championship, which how important is that to them? I don't really know. This is the first of those group games. There's 4 group games. Whoever finishes first in each group does advance to the knockout round. So we've seen some of these games have some playoff intensity before. Now a 3-point game after Brunson hits the free throw. Will we see a playoff-like intensity here in Philadelphia as we enter the fourth quarter? Jeff Doughton with it. 40 seconds and counting left to go in the third. Doughton kicks it to Embiid. Embiid guarded by Towns. He'll pull up mid-range, is blocked by Towns. But Yabusele fights for the rebound, puts up the little layup. That's no good as well. They're actually going to call an offensive foul on Yabusele, a charge. as he ran over the Knicks defender there. Let's see who that was. Matt Ryan drawing the charge. Yabusele hasn't had as much of an impact in this game. Just 3 points, 1 of 5 from the field, 1 of 4 from 3. He does have 6 rebounds. And still always, even when he's not scoring, he's always playing hard and fighting hard. That's why I like Yabusele on this team. Gianna, put Paul George back in. I'm sure he'll be back in probably around the 7 minute mark in the fourth quarter. Quentin, makes me feel better about Embiid not playing well, knowing Brunson isn't either. Yeah, both starts for each team's not having their best games. Giordano Molina says hello. Hello, Giordano. Shot clock is off for the Knicks. 15 seconds left to go. Knicks hold a 3-point lead. Sixers have no fouls to give here. Brunson guarded by Caleb Martin near the half-court line. He'll get a screen now from Towns. He'll fake it and passes to nobody. Brunson tried to get it to Matt Ryan. They were not on the same page. Turnover. Sixers ball. 4 seconds left to go. Can they get something going here? He actually just lost the ball, it looks like. Tried to pass it, tried to bring it back, wasn't able to. And now Sixers have a chance to end this quarter on a high note. They will have to go the length of the floor in 4 seconds. Paul George back on the floor with Embiid, Jeff Doughton, Jared McCain, and Kelly Oubre. Josh Hart checks in for the Knicks. So a little chess match going on here between these two teams. McCain will inbound from the other end of the floor. Gets it in to Paul George. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Paul George gets it off in time. Oh, off the back of the rim. Not a bad attempt there from Paul George. And we are headed to the fourth quarter. Sixers down just 3 as we head into our last 12 minutes of basketball here at the Wells Fargo Center in Philadelphia. I need everybody right now to type those 4s because we're headed to the fourth quarter. Type those 4s. Afro-Latino mix. Sixers got a lot of 3-point shooters. Can't wait till they play Golden State Warriors. Show Curry what's up. Play the Nuggets. Quentin, Nuggets have been playing meh. Nuggets have been up and down. They do not have a good bench. Everybody, type those 4s in the chat. Type those 4s in the chat. I'm shouting everybody out who's typing those 4s. It's fourth quarter time here on 76ers Now. Sixers Knicks. A tight one as we head to the fourth. Lisa Chipper, Afro-Latino mix. 103 people watching. Type all those 4s, baby. Gabriel Rosario. Turnovers is like missing breakfast for Brunson. It's like he's playing for the other team. 6 turnovers for Brunson. Quentin typing those 4s. Who else is in here typing those 4s? Paul George, 23 points. Embiid with 13. McCain with 14. For the Knicks, Bridges has 12. Anunoby with 16. Hart with 12. McBride with 12. Daryl Ferguson. What's up, Daryl Ferguson? He's typing those 4s. Let's go Sixers. Let's go Sixers. It's fourth quarter time. Jeff Chipper, shout out. My dad typing 4. Gabriel Rosario typing 4. It's fourth quarter time. You know what that means. We got to sing. Clap your hands, everybody, for Philadelphia 76ers. Stomp your feet, everybody, for Philadelphia 76ers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Sixers. 10, 9, 8, 76ers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Sixers. 10, 9, 8, 76ers. Let's go! Woo! Gabriel, salute to Sixers Nation. Let's get that win. Afro-Latino mix. Putting those dancing emojis in the chat. Let's go, baby. Sixers. Yeah, much needed win. Yes. Much needed win for the Sixers here tonight. They are 12 minutes away. Got to get this one at home. Jared McCain, Paul George, Joel Embiid, all contributing here tonight. Especially Paul George has been the Sixers' best player by far. Embiid's been up and down. Rusty in his first game back. It's to be expected. And McCain's been very good as well. Gianna, anyone going to the Eagles game on Thursday? If you're not going to the game, join us, Eagles Now, our channel, Eagles channel here at Chat Sports. We'll be doing a watch party for that game. All right, start of the fourth quarter. Sixers will start with the ball. Doughton still in the game. Nick Nurse trusting Jeff Doughton here in the fourth. Embiid over to McCain. McCain drives in, 2 feet in the paint. Mid-range jumper is short, rebounded by Karl-Anthony Towns. McCain got to his spot, but couldn't get it to fall. Here's Brunson. It's McCain, Yabusele, Oubre, Embiid, and Doughton on the floor for the Sixers as Joel Embiid swats the layup attempt of Jalen Brunson. What a defensive play by Joel Embiid. Now Embiid gives it to Yabusele. He's going to try to post up Towns. He's backing him down. And they're going to call an offensive foul on Yabusele? Replay of the block here. Brunson got into the paint by McCain. and Embiid came out of nowhere to swat it. That's the impact of Joel Embiid. That's what the Sixers have been missing all year long. Embiid, 13 points, 2 rebounds, 5 assists, and a block in his first game back. Towns, deep three. That's no good. Guerschon Yabusele corrals the rebound, and he'll kick it ahead to Kelly Oubre on the left wing. He'll get a screen from Yabusele. Swings it to Embiid, who will give it to McCain. Re-screen now for McCain. They're playing back and forth on McCain and Embiid. McCain finds Yabusele in the mid-range jumper. That's no good. Josh Hart kicks it ahead to Anunoby, running the floor hard. And that's an easy dunk for OG Anunoby. Sixers down 5. This is where you can't let the game get away from you. Got to keep it close. I would get Jeff Doughton out of the game. McCain guarded closely by Deuce McBride. He'll give it to Embiid. Right back to McCain. Little two-man game. McCain in the paint. Gives it to Yabusele. Left wing triple. That's no good. Yabusele has not been able to find his shot tonight. Now Deuce McBride. Solo guarded by Oubre. He'll reset out to Karl-Anthony Towns at the top of the key. He will drive in on Embiid. Good defense by Embiid. And they're going to call an offensive foul on Karl-Anthony Towns. Kelly Oubre came with a double. Karl-Anthony Towns tried to spin around, hit Oubre in the face, and it's going the other way. Oubre took a little shot to the face there from Cat, who was trying to get physical, but So Karl-Anthony Towns on this play threw an elbow to Kelly Oubre and then hit Embiid in the face. We know Embiid's had issues, especially in the playoffs last year with the eye. Hopefully that's not an issue right now. He took a hard shot, a backwards headbutt from Karl-Anthony Towns. Gianna says, please take Jeff out. I agree. Kevin Brown typing the fours for the fourth quarter. Commercial break as the refs will look at that play to see if there's anything flagrant from Karl-Anthony Towns on the offensive foul. In the meantime, fourth quarter, and our Sixers-Knicks watch party here is sponsored by our good friends at DraftKings. DraftKings is the #1 sportsbook in the game. If you're not tapped in with DraftKings, there's no better time to sign up than right now, because if you download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use the promo code SixersChat, new customers get $200 in bonus bets instantly when you bet just $5.
The Emirates NBA Cup is here. You can win big getting in on the action at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NBA. All 30 teams split into 6 groups, every Tuesday and Friday playing for the right to advance in the single elimination in-season tourney, culminating in the NBA Cup championship in Vegas. First time? Here's something special just for you. New DraftKings customers bet $5 to get $200 in bonus bets instantly. Score big with DraftKings Sportsbook. Every point counts. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code SixersChat. That's code SixersChat for new customers to get $200 in bonus bets when you bet just $5. Only on DraftKings. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort, Kansas. 21 plus age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see dkng.co/bball.
So these are my picks for tonight's game. I took 76ers money line, down 5. Still plenty of time left to go in this game for the 76ers to come back and grab their third win of the season. I took Embiid over 25.5 points. He's at 13, so not looking great. He's had a rough night from the field, just 2 of 9. I took Paul George over 4.5 assists. Let's see. Last I checked, he had 0. He's got 1, so that's also not looking great. But that's how it's done on DraftKings, as simple as that. Of course, lines and odds are subject to change on DraftKings. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Use that promo code SixersChat. And new customers can get $200 in bonus bets instantly when you bet just $5. Gabriel, terrible ball security for the Knicks. Not looking for them. Knicks continuing to cough up the ball. Wow, so the refs overturn the offensive foul on Towns to a defensive foul on Oubre. I don't know how you look at that play and determine that from that look, but that's what they call. I mean, Towns was out of control. I disagree with that call. I think that's an obvious foul on Towns, but refs call a foul on Oubre, and the Knicks keep the ball. Anunoby drives in, kicks out. Miles McBride, corner 3 is good. And what a swing now. Sixers back down 8. 9:30 left to go in this fourth quarter. Things are not looking great for the Sixers. Embiid will post up Towns. Double comes from McBride. Right back to Embiid. Faces up. Towns' mid-range jumper is short. Brunson now with it. He'll get a screen from Towns. He'll drive in against Embiid. Left-handed layup is up and good. Sixers down by 10. Largest margin of the game for the Knicks. Can't let this game get out of hand, man. Come on. McCain drives in. Turns it over. Passed it right to the hands of Jalen Brunson. This bad stretch continues for Philadelphia. Now Brunson, guarded by Embiid. Kicks it to McBride. Anunoby in the corner. And it's just too easy. Goes right by Yabusele, gets to the rim, dunks it down. Sixers down 12. Nick Nurse timeout. This was a tie ball game not too long ago. And now the Sixers are down 12. You got to get Paul George back in this game ASAP. You have to get Jeff Dowden off the floor. And Embiid just has to be better. It's his first game, so I'm not gonna put it on him too much. But I mean, he's 2 of 10 from the field. It's not what you want. The Sixers have not been good guarding backdoor cuts to the rim. Anunoby's been able to get dunk after dunk after dunk all night long. Go Bird says, just go home at this point. We're not going home yet. Still about 8:40 left to go in this game.
The Sixers can still make a run. They fought back every time they've been down so far in this game. So I don't want to say we're completely out of it yet, but it's certainly not looking great as the Sixers are down 12 with 8:40 to go. 20 for OG Anunoby, 14 for Towns, 10 for Brunson, 15 for McBride, 11 for Hart. It's been a well-rounded effort. Hart has 11 points, 12 rebounds, 7 assists. He's doing it all for the Knicks, as he did in the playoffs last year against the Sixers. Got to find some offense here if you're Philadelphia. McCain is 4 of 12, 1 of 6 from 3. He's played better than that stat line, I feel, though he did just have a bad turnover. Embiid is 2 of 10. Caleb Martin has 11 points, but it's been a bad game for Guerschon Yabusele. We haven't seen Eric Gordon in this game. Kyle Lowry's barely played. Paul George has been really good. You've got to get him back in. It's now or never. Jeff Doughton's been awful. Andre Drummond hasn't played much. And when he's been in, he hasn't done a whole lot either. Got to get Paul George back in this game ASAP. Matt Croner saying, F the refs. Gabriel, this is not something that you don't like to see. Too many easy buckets. Nick Nurse has to find a way to slow them down. Way too many easy looks. The Sixers have barely gotten any easy baskets all game long. Meanwhile, the Knicks, it seems like, are getting shot at the rim after shot at the rim. I mean, too many backdoor cuts. Defenders got to be on their toes, man. Jeff Dowden isn't doing shit from Go Birds. You're right about that. You are right about that, my man. So Paul George will check into the game, along with Kyle Lowry, Jared McCain, Embiid, Caleb Martin. For the Knicks, Miles McBride, Josh Hart, Jalen Brunson, Karl-Anthony Towns, and OG Anunoby. What can the Sixers do in this next important stretch to get back in this ballgame? Where will their offense come from? And will they step up on the defensive end of the floor, which they've been awful on all night long? And right away, out of the timeout, there is an illegal screen on Joel Embiid and another turnover for the Sixers. That just cannot happen. Coming out of a timeout, trying to get back in this game, and you get an illegal screen right away. Now Knicks with the ball. Brunson guarded by McCain. Brunson kicks it. Josh Hart pump fakes the corner 3, drives in, looking somewhere to go, gives it to Towns. Floater from inside the paint. That's good for Karl-Anthony Towns, and the lead grows to 14 for the Knicks. They are running away with this ball game. Caleb Martin drives in, guarded by Anunoby. Layup's good for Caleb Martin, so there's some offense there for the Sixers. They finally get a bucket, much needed, at the hands of Caleb Martin. Now Martin on the other end guarding Brunson. Brunson pulls up from the mid-range. That's no good. Fight for the rebound goes to Paul George. And he'll bring it down the other way. Paul George has had a great night so far. And Paul George runs into Joel Embiid on the screen, loses the ball. OG Anunoby rises up, dunks it over Kyle Lowry. Just sloppy, sloppy stuff. Embiid tried to set Paul George a screen. Paul George just ran right into him and turns it over. OG Anunoby has 22 points. Paul George with it, guarded by Anunoby. Out to Embiid. Embiid will pull up from 3. In and out for Embiid. His struggles continue. Brunson with it. Knicks up 14. Gives it to Towns, guarded by Paul George. He'll post him up. The floater, little right-hand hook shot is no good for Towns. Rebound goes to Joel Embiid. Sixers now with it the other way. Paul George shaking. Bacon pulling up from 3. That's off. Rebounded to Towns. It's a 5-on-4 for the Knicks. Miles McBride wide open. Triple off. Lucky there that McBride missed a wide open 3 as Embiid didn't get back. Paul George, guarded by Karl-Anthony Towns in the right wing, will find Jared McCain wide open for a 3. Pump fake, sidestep, corner triple. Good for Jared McCain. Big shot by the rookie to cut the lead to 11.
And the Knicks call timeout. Back down to 11 thanks to a big-time three from Jared McCain, his second of the night. Sixers need to play with more energy, more effort if they want to win this game. Good job there by Paul George to find a wide-open Jared McCain who knocks it down with calmness there. All right. It's got to happen now for the Sixers. They've looked a little lackadaisical at times late in this fourth quarter. I would keep Jared McCain on the floor. 101 people watching. I need the chat to get loud. If you want the Sixers to come back and win this game, I need some S's. S for Sixers in the chat right now. They're not out of it yet. They're not out of it yet. But we need the energy. They got to bring it. And if we want the Sixers to bring it on the court, we got to bring it here on the stream. Go Birds, spamming those S's. Look at Go Birds doing it for everybody. Chris T is typing those S's. Afro Latino Mix typing S. Go Birds. Jeff Chipper, Gianna, McNichols. Go Birds again. Quentin typing S. Quick timeout as we're back now. On the floor for the Sixers, Paul George, Caleb Martin, Kyle Lowry, Andre Drummond comes in for Joel Embiid, and Jared McCain stays in. Is Embiid done for the night? He might be. Edgewana Gadsden typing S as well. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Towns drives in. Fouled by Drummond. Shot nearly goes. Karl-Anthony Towns would go to the line to shoot two. We got a Knicks fan in here, H. Dossis, saying, go New York, go New York, go. Boo. How about a couple misses at the line here from Cat, huh? Oh, I'd love to see a couple misses. And the fans could get some Chick-fil-A as well. Not us, not in Dallas. Towns' first free throw is up. No good! I spoke it into existence. Karl-Anthony Towns, no good on the first free throw. The fans are getting loud. Their fans are getting loud. They want that free Chick-fil-A. They're on their feet at the Wells Fargo Center. Towns' second free throw. Good. No chicken. No chicken. Knicks go up 12. Drummond has it up top. Hands it off to Paul George, who dumps it down to Drummond. Ball's tipped. Finds its way to Jared McCain. Jared McCain, another three for the rookie. Jared McCain is keeping the Sixers in this game. Jared McCain up to 17 points on the night. 3 of 8 from downtown. Brunson gets to the paint way too easily and deposits the easy two. Knicks back up 11. Paul George with it. Find Jared McCain. McCain sets a screen for George. George gets by Anunoby. Sidestep, mid-range. Way short. No good for Paul George, who's been quiet in this fourth quarter after a strong start to the game. Now Brunson gets right by McCain. But good recovery by McCain to contest a shot. No good there. McCain, cross court. Lowry, open three. Way off. Man, Kyle Lowry had a great start to the year. He's been horrendous ever since. Just 2 points tonight. 1 of 5 from the field. 0 of 4 from the three line for Lowry. Now Bridges drives in on Drummond. Mid-range pull-up right over him. In and out. Rebounded by Towns. He's stuck underneath the basket, looking for somewhere to go. Puts the shoulder down. How is that not a 3-second? Finds an open Josh Hart for three, and he nails it. I mean, Cat was in the paint for 9 years. Paul George, Sixers down 14. Sixers are shooting 35% from the field in this game. George guarded by Brunson. Double comes. Lowry finds Drummond. Drummond goes up soft as baby oil. He's fouled by Josh Hart. Josh Hart has 14, 12, and 8. Chick-fil-A is wild.
Hey, when opponents miss 2 free throws in a row in the second half, fans get free Chick-fil-A, but Towns wasn't nice enough to let that happen for Philly fans. Drummond's first free throw is, of course, no good. Sixers fans are starting to leave the stadium at Wells Fargo Center as Philly is down 14 with 4 minutes to go. Drummond's second free throw is good. It's not over yet. Not over yet. Sixers down 13 with 4 minutes to go. Certainly, I wouldn't be leaving the game just yet if I were a Sixers fan. Caleb Martin tightly guarding Brunson, but Brunson gets right to the rim and is fouled by Lowry. Go Birds, as I would have left. Lowry's trying to argue the call, but it doesn't matter. He says he got all ball, but Brunson will go to the line to shoot 2. First free throw for Brunson is good. Stretches the lead out to 14 for the Knicks, their largest of the game. Brunson just 13 points, 4 of 14 from the field, 5 assists, 6 turnovers, but he's been the closer down the stretch here for the Knicks. Second free throw for Brunson is up and good. Not looking good now here for the 76ers. Lowry, Drummond, Paul George, Caleb Martin, Jared McCain on the floor. Paul George gets a screen from Drummond. Hounding defense by OG Anunoby. Paul George frees up from 3, bricks it off the side of the backboard. Lowry grabs the offensive rebound, puts it back up, and he's fouled by Bridges. So 2 shots coming for Kyle Lowry. If you're not subscribed to the channel, be sure to hit that sub button. Just surpassed 20,300 subscribers, trying to make our way to 21,000 subs here on the channel. We got videos coming at you almost every single day of the week. News, rumors, analysis, watch parties. The best place to stay informed about the 76ers all season long. And all off-season long. And hopefully, we'll be with you throughout a deep postseason run for the Sixers this season. First free throw is good for Kyle Lowry. Second is up and good, so Sixers' last gasp here as they're down 13 with 3:45 and ticking. This is really it now for Philadelphia. Got to string some stops together, string some buckets together. Josh Hart fouled by Kyle Lowry underneath. Lowry doesn't like it, but somehow Josh Hart got just lost. Nobody was guarding him under the basket, so Lowry had to try to recover. Tried to get there, fouled him. Knicks will take the ball side out of bounds. Chip, how old were you when you had your first drink? I don't think I can say that. I'm gonna 21. When Embiid returns to form, Maxey starts and McCain off bench. Less Larry Minnick's squad looks good, just sloppy today from Xavier. I mean, they obviously need Maxey back, of course. He's a big part of this team. Embiid will return to form eventually. We saw Paul George struggle to start. Had a much better game now. It's going to take Embiid a few games. It just will. He can be in as good a shape as he wants during practice and during training camp, but nothing quite like game action. Josh Hart, wide open corner 3 is off. Xavier's been bringing the good analysis here tonight. Caleb Martin will drive against OG Anunoby. Jared McCain, corner 3. That's short. Rebound to Karl-Anthony Towns. That was kind of the shot they needed if they wanted to stay in this game. Brunson now with it. Guarded by Paul George. Inside to Towns. A beautiful behind the back pass to Bridges, who is cutting baseline. That's been open for the Knicks all night long. That's probably the dagger right there. Paul George, step back 3 over Anunoby. That's good from Paul George. Good little step back 3 from Paul George.
Sixers, though, still down, what, 12? And an OB in the corner to Hart. Hart out to Towns. Open wing triple for Towns. That's no good. Rebounded by Paul George. So Sixers have a chance to cut the lead down a little more here. Jared McCain has it in the corner. He'll put up a three. Quick trigger. That's good for Jared McCain. What a shot from McCain. The lead's back down to 9. Hold on. Hold your horses. Sixers not out of this one yet. Sixers not out of this one yet. As Afro Latino Mix says, they're still going to come back. They need to stop right here. Towns, wing. That's a carry. Are you serious? They're going to call a foul on the perimeter on Paul George. He doesn't like it. Knicks in the bonus. Towns will go to the free throw line. That's, oh. You really needed to get that stop there. If you get that stop, get another bucket, all of a sudden we have a ball game. But now with Towns going to the line, don't like your chances quite as much. That's what happens when you let yourself get down so much. Your margin for error is basically 0. So even when you try to make a late push like this, it just doesn't matter because you have to play perfectly. Towns' first free throw is good. Pushes the Knicks lead back up to 10. And the Sixers will call a timeout before Cat shoots the second. Gobert says, I'm still holding on. Still holding on hope. It's not completely unthinkable, not completely impossible. But again, you have to play perfect basketball from here on out. Probably force some turnovers, some missed shots. I don't want to go to sleep with an L. Neither do I. The Sixers, if they lose this game, will drop to 2-8 on the year, 1-4 at home. And we've been saying on the channel so far, like, that we haven't been worried so much by this slow start. But at some point, even though it is still early in the season, at some point you got to start winning games. Because eventually, we're going to get into December, into January, and if you're 5, 8, 10 games under 500, you're putting yourself in a real bad position in the Eastern Conference. Mavs Warriors coming up on TNT after this game. Clay's return to Golden State. Going to be a tribute video from the Warriors for Clay. Steph was supposed to speak and give a speech to the Warriors fans about Clay, but no longer happening. No, Clay. This is Clay's first game back in Golden State. He's on the Dallas Mavericks now. You don't know ball, Allie. Clay's in the Mavericks. He signed there this offseason. The Warriors didn't want to bring him back. Why did no one tell you? Seems like you haven't been paying enough attention. So Embiid not going to come back in this game. Obviously on a minutes restriction in his first game back. Karl-Anthony Towns go to the line. Second free throw is up. Second free throw is good. Sixers down 11. Going to need a miracle at this point. McCain to Lowry to Paul George. Gets a screen from Drummond. To Lowry underneath. Drummond stripped away. They're going to call a foul. They're going to call a foul on Josh Hart stripping Andre Drummond. But Josh Hart is confident he got all ball, and Tom Thibodeau will call a timeout and challenge the play. Live look, it looked like he got all ball. So we'll get another timeout here. As they will look at that play. If that's overturned and it's Knicks ball, then not much Sixers can do. 122 people watching live. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you want the Sixers to turn this season around. I know it's been rough, but we're with you every step of the way here on 76ers Now. Daily videos, breaking down everything the Sixers are doing all year long. The latest news, rumors, breaking news. Anything you need to know on the Sixers, we keep you updated here on the channel. So if you're looking for a place to be informed, entertained, on the 76ers. Telling you, hit that sub button. You will not be disappointed. We are making a push for 21,000 subscribers. Just recently surpassed 20K, so shout out to all the real ones. Him says Jalen Brunson is still the 76ers daddy. Is that why Jalen Brunson has 14 points, 5 assists, and 6 turnovers? And is 4-14 from the field? So they're going to overturn that call. They're going to say it was a clean strip by Josh Hart on Andre Drummond. Nobody had possession of the ball, so they're going to jump it up at half court. Sixers got to win this tip if they want to have any chance of winning this game here. It'll be Drummond and Towns. I thought Josh Hart has to do it. I guess it could be any two players. Knicks win the tip. Brunson controls, and they'll eat clock here. Minute 30 left to go in the game. Great pass down low from Josh Hart to Karl-Anthony Towns, who had Jared McCain on him, and that'll do it. Nothing left now but for the clock to run out on the Sixers, and they're going to fall to 2-8 on this young season. George going to work. Pull-up three is good. George has been great tonight for the 76ers. He's up to 29 points, 10 of 19 from the field, 7 for 11 from three. So his best game as a Sixer, far and away. He's also got 10 rebounds. G says, I need Lowry to score one more basket. I don't know why you're betting on Lowry to score any baskets. Hart to Anunoby, pump fake, gets right by his man, drives in, layup is good. OG Anunoby deposits 2 more there for the Knicks. 45 seconds left to go. Paul George trying to get another shot up. Gives it to Martin. Martin will drive in and get the layup to go. So another 2 on the board there for Martin. I don't know why the Sixers are even fouling. They're down 10 with 36 seconds left. But Caleb Martin does foul Jalen Brunson in the backcourt. It was 4.5. I put the over. That bet seems like a hit off the rip. I mean, 4.5 is pretty low for Lowry. I will admit. Kind of pathetic. He couldn't get to 5 points, but he hasn't been good these last few games. Brunson first free throw is up and good. Go Bird says, I hate the Knicks dude. Marshall Green, the host of our Knicks channel. He's probably talking right now. He's probably going to have a lot to say to me about Joel Embiid, who, I'll be honest, did not play a good game tonight. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that Embiid played a good game. No, nothing memorable from Embiid tonight. Had a good block on Brunson, but I'm not worried about Embiid. It's his first game back. Both free throws good for Brunson. Sixers down by 12. 30 seconds left. Ricky Counselor into the game. I think he should play more. Martin drives in. Another layup is good for Martin, so a couple garbage time buckets here for Caleb Martin late. Jeff Doughton, Caleb Martin in the game. Adem Bona checks in with Ricky Council and Jared McCain. I'm not sure what Brunson's doing, why he's trying to score when he could just dribble it out. I'm sure the Sixers won't like that. Oh, I think the tiebreaker actually. Ricky Council corner triples off. The tiebreaker for the NBA Cup is, I think, points scored, so I think it does make sense. All right, that'll do it. Sixers lose 111-99 at home in Joel Embiid's debut. He does not look happy. Joel Embiid looks pissed. that they just lost this game. So, tough stuff there. Some final stats, final tallies before we hop on out of here. Taking a look at this box score. For the Sixers, leading scorer Paul George, 29 points, 10 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 steals, a block. Shot 10 of 19 from the field, 7 of 11 from 3. His best game as a Sixer by far. He was tremendous tonight. But didn't get much help. Caleb Martin had 17, some of that coming late in garbage time. 3 assists, 4 steals, 7 of 10 from the field, hit a 3. Joel Embiid was awful. 13 points, 3 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 of 11 from the field, 1 of 5 from 3. Was 8 of 8 from the free throw line. Played just 26 minutes in this one. Kyle Lowry, just 4 points. Kelly Oubre, just 5 points. 1 of 6 for Oubre, who's been also not good this season. Guerschon Yabusele played just 19 minutes. Also wasn't very good. 3 points, 8 rebounds for him. 1 of 7 from the field, 1 of 5 from 3. Andre Drummond, 18 minutes, 5 points, 4 rebounds. Jeff Dowden, 22 minutes, went scoreless. He was horrendous. Did have 2 steals. Jared McCain, though, 30 minutes, 23 points. So his good play continues. 7 of 16 from the field, 4 of 10 from 3. Continues to be impressive. 3 rebounds, 2 assists. As for the Knicks, led by OG Anunoby, who was efficient, 11 of 16, hit 2 threes, 24 points. Josh Hart had 14 points, 12 rebounds, 10 assists, so a triple-double for Josh Hart. Brunson did not play well, 18 points, 5 of 15, 0 of 4 from 3, 5 assists, 6 turnovers. Towns had 21 points, 13 rebounds, 6 assists, hit 2 threes. And Bridges, 14, 4, and 3, 7 of 13 from the field. All right, I'm going to put a 2-minute timer on. Last call for all Super Chats. Any Super Chat of any amount in this next 2 minutes, I'm drinking. $10 Super Chat, I'll do a shot before we hop on out of here. And if someone sends in a $20 in the next 2 minutes, I will do a beer bong. And Allie will also drink as well before we hop on out of here. Make my girlfriend Allie drink. $10 Super Chat and Allie has to drink. 2 minutes on the clock before we hop on out of here. Gabriel, this is deflating and disappointing for the Sixers. Gotta fix those mistakes. Look at the film. Be ready for the next game for Cleveland. Yeah, Sixers have a back-to-back. They play tomorrow night against Cleveland, who I don't know if they played tonight, but they were undefeated on the season still heading into tonight. So obviously not a team you want to be facing. Yeah, Cavs did not play tonight. Cavs are 12-0. Sixers are now 2-8. So another tough game tomorrow for the 76ers. Look, my final takeaways, final thoughts on this game as we have 1 minute left on the Super Chat shot clock. I think the Sixers, and Joel Embiid specifically, I think Embiid will play better. Bad game. Still getting into game shape. You know, you could do anything you want in practice in the offseason and training camp to get ready for an NBA game, but there's nothing like playing an actual NBA game. So he'll be better, and as a result of him being better, the Sixers will be better. Paul George found his groove tonight, which is a great sign for the 76ers. Again, he was amazing, hit 7 threes, was super efficient all night long, and looked aggressive. So that's a good sign for the 76ers. Jared McCain played well. That's a good sign for the 76ers. But it's clear to me this team really does need Tyrese Maxey back badly. They don't have somebody else besides Paul George that is explosive off the dribble, that can penetrate off the dribble, get to their own shot. And Tyrese Maxey's speed, his explosiveness just gives a whole other element to the Sixers team, especially in the fast break. Not a lot doing on the fast break for the Sixers. I mean, Philly had just 11 fast break points. They got outscored 54-30 points in the paint. Their largest lead of the game was only 2. Both teams had 15 turnovers. The Sixers shot 37% from the field, 33% from 3. I mean, you're never going to win a game like that. Never going to win a game like that. Got to get better. All right, 2-minute super chat shot clock is up. So that'll do it for us here on the show. Appreciate girlfriend Allie hanging out here with us tonight. We had fun. We had a good time. But Sixers unable to pick up a win. Him says Knicks on top. So Philly now 2-8 with an undefeated Cavs team looming on the schedule. They got to get things fixed fast. Tyrese Maxey probably will be back for at least another week or two, dealing with a hamstring injury. So they got to find something to get this offense going. And they got to be better defensively on the glass. There's too many mistakes on that end of the floor and in that aspect. Too many guys cutting back door, wide open under the rim. And Joel Embiid just has to be better. It's as simple as that. All right, we're going to sign off here on 76ers Now. Appreciate everybody who joined us here tonight on our watch party. Now we got Knicks fans in here now talking trash. It's what, game 10 of the season? Game 10 of the season? Big deal. But the Sixers do got to figure it out because they're now 2-8. And they have only won. Both their wins have been in overtime. I appreciate everybody who tuned in, watched the show, liked the video, donated. Really does go a long way. Again, if you have not yet, be sure to subscribe. We'll have a video up tomorrow talking about this game and other things for the 76ers and videos to come pretty much every single day. News, rumors, analysis. Stay updated on everything 76ers all year long right here. Be sure to subscribe. I'm Jake Chipper. Again, thank you all for watching. And we'll see you next time here on 76ers Now.